super antioxidant formula that's helped thousands lose weight for good. Get the look you've wanted for the summer with New Sue's breakthrough weight control formula. Order right now to try this brand new formula absolutely risk-free. And if it doesn't work, don't pay. Hello? If it doesn't work, don't pay. Go to newsulabs.com/mark. That's NUSU labs.com/mark. And enter Mark for an extra 10% off. And during this summer sales event, get a free month supply when you order. Limited supply, so call now. Go to NUSULABS.com/mark.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition. These statements and information are alternative to seeking care from your healthcare providers.
It's game on. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com. The season is already halfway done for your Artesia Bulldogs, and with a bye week looming, tonight your Bulldogs square off against the Desert Warriors of Santa Teresa. The Bulldogs are ready. Are you? Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com is presented by PVT, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Artesia Animal Clinic, Central Valley Electric, Devon Energy, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Hermosa Church of Christ, J.S. Warden Son, H.F. Sinclair, Smile Expressions, Forest Tire, Crouch Plumbing, Incredible Printing, Cisco Equipment, Bob Reed Pest Control, KFC of Artesia, Maze Lumber, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Big O Tires, Adobe Rose, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Tate Branch of Artesia, Rebel Daughters Barbecue, J&J Home Care, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Faith Baptist Church, Artesia Credit Union, Deans Incorporated, Frost Mortgage, H&R Block, Turpinning & Sons, Kane Electric Supply, Artesia Family Healthcare, Hawker & Sons, LaFonda Restaurant, Western Bank, Guy Chevy, Artesia Ford, Maupin & Brown, Artesia General Hospital, Business Notions, and First National Bank. Now, get ready for the action.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here, joined by Coach Jeremy Maupin, head coach for the Artesia Bulldog football team. And we thank you for tuning in here on KSVP Radio and or KSVPTV.com. Coach, let's talk a little bit before we get into tonight's game with Santa Teresa. Let's talk a little bit about Lovington. What you guys, you obviously got the win, but you can talk a little bit about what you saw with your team, how that evening progressed, and both the things that you learned from and things that was good.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we came out a little bit flat. We got the ball first. We fumbled on our second play of the game. Gave them really good field position, and they had a long drive. They had a good game plan. They were going to come out, and they were going to stall. They were going to go slow. The quarterback was going to run to the sideline every time to get the signal, and they were going to snap it under 5 on the play clock. And so we kind of figured that going in. We got the ball first, thought we'd go down and score and kind of get them out of that pretty quick, and it didn't work out the way we wanted it to. So they got some momentum right there, but our offense came back out the second drive and just worked it right down the field. We ran some up tempo with as many two-way starters as they had. We wanted to run tempo at them all night, and I thought our offense really responded after that early turnover. We still were struggling a little bit holding on to the ball, so we changed some things up this week in practice, try to fix that. But our defense, played really well. They got one more touchdown on us in that first half, and then after that they held them on a fourth down inside the 10, and then besides that one drive they had in the second half, everything else was pretty much a 3-and-out or right there close to it. And so I thought our guys played really well defensively, and then offensively we kind of got rolling, and when we get rolling, we're pretty dangerous, I think, offensively. So overall, good game. Excited, gave us some momentum into this week.
So you're coming into this week. You talk a little bit about how the week's practice has gone, how the players are reacting and getting ready for the game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we're selling this as our last game of the first season. We've always, since Coach Henderson, when I played for him, we got 3 seasons, and so this is the last one, and we want some momentum going into the bye. And so our guys have really had a good week of practice. I think sometimes there's always that, well, next week we're going to be off, and there's always that look to the next week, and our guys are really focused in, and we know Santa Teresa is a good football team that's really on the rise, and they're hungry for a win. And it's only the second time we've ever played them. Their first time to come to play at the bowl, and so we know we got to play really good football, and I think our guys have been pretty pretty focused this week, and so excited about where we are, and excited about where we're going to be later tonight.
Well, so final question is just your thoughts on Santa Teresa and going into this matchup today. The 5A school and like you said, a hungry team.
Yeah, just when you watch film, the first two films were like, man, these guys are really athletic. They move around well. They chase the ball down. They spread you out and they run the ball really well. They Coach said, they got some big linemen that move really well, and so we know that we just got to match up. We got to play really sound football because they're athletic and they can break some things at times. But if we play our keys and we do what we're supposed to do, then I think we're gonna get after them tonight, and so we're excited about the opportunity. A team that we talk a lot to, we may play these guys again. They're a top tier 5A team, and they're going to be right there in the mix come the end of the season. So we got to make sure we're ready for that as well, and so excited for the opportunity.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks and good luck this evening. And Bulldog fans, stay tuned right here on KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio as we've got the scout team, the scouting report coming up. We've got the starting lineups, and then, of course, top of the hour, we got Friday Night Lights right here at Bulldog Bowl. If you haven't made it to the bowl and you can, get up here, come support these young men, their coaches, and all the band and the cheerleaders and everybody. But if you're out of state, somewhere else, and you're watching, stay tuned because we've got a lot coming up. And then, of course, the game at 7. Go Bulldogs.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road, or online at deansinc.com.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeastern New Mexico. Find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers with thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Don't miss the fall sales event. 9 days only at Tape Branch of Artesia. September 22nd through October 1st. Hundreds of vehicles to choose from. Shop a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. Credit issues? We can help. Credit approval is our goal. Find zero down and drive it home today with no payments for 90 days. Watch your mailer and bring it in for more chances to win. Top dollar for your trade. So come and take advantage of this huge fall sales event happening now at Tape Branch of Artesia, 919 1st Street.
My name is Adrian Flores. I am a senior. I am also involved in golf. My favorite football team is the Tennessee Titans. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Mark Merrifield. I'm number 38. I'm a senior. My parents are Mark Pena and Olaya Pena. I'm involved in cross country and track. My favorite football team is the Eagles, and my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the community.
My name is Del Hartley. I'm number 57. I am a senior. My parents are Jessica Jaquist and Kevin Hartley. I'm involved in woodshop and soon to be track. My favorite football team is the Atlanta Falcons. My favorite part of being a Bulldog is the traditions that we carry.
My name is Adrian Ramirez. I'm number 63. I'm a junior. My parents are David and Patricia. My favorite football team is the Broncos. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the community.
My name is Larry Dean. I'm the discipleship pastor here at Faith Baptist Church, and I'd like to invite you to something we call faith groups. Now, there are a ton of resources out there to help people better understand the Bible, but I believe the very best way to grasp the truths of Scripture is to get together with other adults on a regular basis to study the Bible. And that's what we do every Wednesday night here at Faith Baptist Church. So if you're not in a weekly Bible study, come join us this Wednesday at 6:15 for faith groups. Thanks, God bless, and go Bulldogs.
Sales. Big O Sales.
You can count on Big O Tires for great service and even better deals. Come in now through October 9th and save between $70 and $100 instantly on select sets of Bridgestone and Firestone tires with installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store for details.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
It's Chevy truck season at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. The Chevy Silverado is as durable as it is dependable with its proven power and capability along with advanced technology. And this month you can make it your own with a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase or lease a Silverado 1500 or HD. So come on in and see us today at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Making a great deal better every day.
Sitting in a jail cell is a little late to be thinking about all you can lose if you get caught driving under the influence of alcohol. So consider this. A DWI could mean considerable jail time. Then comes all the fines, the attorney fees, and that expensive interlock device on your vehicle. Not to mention the possible loss of your job and the outright embarrassment of it. Just know this. Sooner or later, you're going to get caught. A reminder from the Eddy County DWI Prevention Program.
Forest Tire cares about your time. You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. Joined now by Coach Bowden, and we're going to have the scout team of the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors. Coach, let's start with their defense.
Okay.
Talk about what you guys expect them to run. The front, you'll see what they're going to look like in their secondary, and then talk a little bit about their size and speed.
Well, they'll run a 4-2 defense, 6-man front, one deep safety in the back. So pretty much what we saw last week against Lovington, unless they watch Lovington and decide that's not what they want to run.
I'm rooting for that.
Okay.
I'll say that now.
We'll see. see. Lovington surprised us with what they ran on defense, so we made some pretty good adjustments and overcame that obstacle. But no, they've been doing this for quite a while, and in their district, they've got Deming, Gadsden, and Chaparral, and they've got to stop the run first. So I expect them to stay in that 4-2 defense, regardless of what comes out tonight. That's what they got to do to win their district is force people to throw the ball, which we do already.
Right.
But they've got to stop the run.
Okay. And size, speed, how do we match up with them from our offense to their defense?
Not bad. They've got a couple of outstanding offensive linemen that play some defense as well. They got a 6'5", 338. Wow. So he's the biggest guy we've seen this year, 300 pounds plus. They've got another guy that's about 260, 270, that'll get in the trenches and try to stop us up the middle. But defensive end, probably their best defensive lineman, number 54, Detavis, D-E-T-A-V-I-S. Don't know if I said that right, but he's one of their leading tacklers, as well as their linebackers, number 1 and number 4. Number 1's a two-way player. He plays fullback for them as well. Probably the team leader, if you ask me. He's a go-getter, real strong, competitive young man.
Let's move to the third phase that I always feel like, and I always tell people this, that you guys as coaches do a really good job. I think out-coach everybody in the state with this, but let's go to the kicking game. Talk about what you guys are expecting them to do, both as they approach what we do when we return and how are they going to return. What do they look like?
Well, they're pretty basic in the kicking game, honestly. They other than this one thing that they do in their punt formation, you're going to see the college spread punt.
Okay.
And they're going to go from numbers to numbers with their front people. They're going to spread you out, and then they're going to have 3 guys deep back there to help protect the punter. But they're going to try to cover the field. And so we haven't seen that. Our defense has done a good job of adjusting and making sure that we have that covered. Other than that, everything else is pretty basic. Their kickers will kick the ball to about between the 10 and 20 yard line. They have one that will kick it inside the 5, but he hasn't kicked as much as the other ones that kicked between the 10 and 20. So we expect to run the Starburst return tonight. We'll see if they trust their kickoff team to get to us. Other than that, their punt return is pretty basic. They've got 1 man back, 6-man front, and their kickoff return is a middle wedge. Mm-hmm. So we've got to beat the wedge. That's been the mantra. Get down there before they're able to set up the wedge. Okay. And don't get blocked.
Okay. All right, well, let's move over to the offensive side and talk about that. You've already kind of talked a little bit about their front line, got a couple anyways of great big guys, and then talk about what we anticipate them to run against us and the kind of sets we're going to see.
Okay. Well, first of all, they spread, but they're 60% run. Okay. So they spread you out, try to run the ball at you. And most of the things they do are right up the middle. They try to hand the ball off and they'll fold. They'll pull the guard, pull the tackle, try to make an overload at one place or the other. They'll even pull that big 300-pounder. Number 77. You won't be able to miss him. He's out there, and number 75. He's another big one that's in there. And they get around and when they start moving, you better look out. You better not be the one that's in front of them. But I think our speed is going to overcome that size as it has in most cases, and our defense is going to swarm the ball. Their quarterback, Baumgartner, he's another outstanding young man. Very tough nose. Runs the ball as well as throwing the ball. So they'll fake with the running back, and he'll keep it out the other side. They do have a couple of really good athletic guys at receivers, number 12, 32, and 7, as well as number 2. These guys they spread the field, but they're going to get the ball sometimes too on that pop motion, and they throw the ball to them, so they can go up and catch the ball just as well as any of them.
Well, 60-40 split, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
We have to play both defense styles, both against the run and be prepared for the pass.
Right, and they're very capable. Their record so far, and I know that's what you're going to ask. So next, they opened the season with Goddard and only lost by 2 touchdowns. Then they played Mayfield the next week and lost by 3 touchdowns. The following week, they played Valencia, went to overtime and got a win there. Then they went to Cobra and and beat them like they should. They had a big win there. They beat Lovington a couple of weeks ago, right before we played Lovington. So it was good to see film on that after the fact, because we had a little something to compare to with Lovington going against them. And then they lost last week to a team out of El Paso, Mountain View, and Santa Teresa is right there on the border, so it's not a very long trip for them. But Mountain View came over and ran up tempo offense and got them tired and was able to put up, I think, about 50 points on them and won like they should have, being a 6A team from Texas.
From Texas, right. All right, Coach, well, thank you for that scouting report. Bulldog fans, if you're not already at the bowl, hope you're on your way. But if you can't, you're out of town or somewhere else out of state, you can certainly continue watching right here at ksvptv.com, and we're on the radio, KSVP Radio. We'll have the starting lineups coming up next, and then top of the hour, Friday Night Lights right here, Bulldog Bowl. Go Bulldogs.
Trucking Services of Artesia, we understand that every hour of every day is critical to your profitability and long-term success. Specializing in oil rig mobilization, crane and production services, Wilbanks Trucking Services operate full-service terminals in Artesia, Hobbs, and the Permian Basin. With our highly trained professionals, we can ensure that all projects, even the most complex, are performed smoothly and efficiently, providing a competitive advantage for our customers. For more information, please visit our website at www.wilbanks.us or call 575-746-6318 today.
Incredible Printing is open for business. Located across the street from the Derek Floor statue in Artesia, Incredible Printing is Artesia's only local printer. Incredible Printing makes your business that high-flying brochure needed to advertise those new services or products. Incredible Printing also specializes in all carbon copy books and material. Incredible Printing is open in Artesia, across from the Derek Floor statue.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
With the price of gas really high, you may be looking for a more economical car or truck. Well, look no further than Artesia Ford Sales. Artesia Ford Sales is known for their selection of Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. And right now, that reputation means Artesia Ford is able to have in stock a great selection of gas-sipping vehicles for you to consider. With certified pre-owned, you can rest assured your purchase is top quality and qualifies for a much lower interest rate than a typical used car. So save money on gas and save money on your monthly payment with a quality certified pre-owned car from Artesia Ford Sales.
Find your path to a greater future at Eastern New Mexico University. With degrees offered both on campus and online, ENMU has the flexibility that you're looking for, and with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship, New Mexico residents can now start, continue, or finish their bachelor's degree tuition-free at ENMU. For more information, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
If you need a Kubota that works and plays hard, stop looking. You'll find everything you need at Amigo Machinery. When it comes to tough Kubota tractors, mowers, construction equipment, and utility vehicles, all with low-rate financing, Amigo Machinery is your one-stop shop. We are passionately committed to providing our customers with the highest quality products, most innovative solutions, and services delivered with integrity and professionalism. Stop by Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
Well, here we go, folks. The last non-district ball game of the season. Game number 7 of the year before the open date. It's the Bulldogs back home in the Bulldog Bowl for the next to the last time in the regular season, hosting the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors. They are in the top 10 in the Max Preps rankings tonight with their 3-3 record. And they've got a bunch of players that are going to be playing both ways. Also some questions. Hopefully their injured players will be back, especially at quarterback and at running back, as number 3, Jack Baumgartner, was injured last week, as well as number 1, Angel Hernandez. But hopefully they'll both be back and starting for Santa Teresa tonight. Let's take a look at the starters for the Bulldogs. First on the defense. On the defensive line, you've got number 12, Peyton Deans, 5'10", 196-pound senior. And the other end is Riley Jarrett, number 45, a 170-pound senior. The tackles, number 34, Israel Calderon, 5'10", 230-pound senior. And number 41, Gage Donaghy, 5'11", 211-pound senior. The corners, David Hammond, number 32, 5'8", 140-pound junior. And number 20, Philip Finley, 5'11", 161-pound senior. The safeties, Jesse Armendariz, number 28, a 5'10", 163-pound junior. And number 43, Josiah Rodriguez, a 5'7", 141-pound junior. And the linebackers, Davian Molina, number 18, 5'10", 175-pound senior. Number 54, Diego Wesson, 5'9", 195-pound junior. And number 13, Ethan Ramirez, a 5'9", 164-pound senior. Your starters on offense. Let's do the offensive line. Colby Wooten, number 75, 5'10", 210-pound senior. Number 53, Jeremiah Gonzalez, 5'10", 222-pound senior. Number 51, Omar Salias, 5'8", 186-pound junior. Number 67, Garrett Fisher, 5'9", 227-pound junior. And number 56, Andrew Anguiano, 5'9", 200-pound senior. The wideouts, number 10, Matthew Size, 5'10", 180-pound junior. And number 14, Julian Rodriguez, 5'9", 168-pound senior. The slot backs, Peyton Greathouse, having a great year, 5'9", 170-pound junior. He wears number 80. And Devin Fierro, number 15, 5'7", 140-pound senior. The running back, number 24, Jesse LaRock, 5'9", 156-pound junior. And at quarterback, number 39, Nye Estrada, a junior at 5'11", 148 pounds. Of course, you're also going to hear Caden Joy at wide receiver, number 19. Jathan Duran, number 85 at wide receiver. Slot back, you're going to see Nick Sanchez out there, number 21. And you're also going to see carrying the football at running back, number 16, Bradley Valenzuela on offense for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs and the Desert Warriors. Let's take you to World Famous Bulldog Bowl. And our crew is in the house to call the game. Here's Joby and Robbie. Take it away, gentlemen.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling and Robbie Ballou, and we are live at the Bulldog Bowl where the Artesia Bulldogs are hosting the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors here on a beautiful end of September night. Robbie, I don't know if it could be any more pretty than it is right now.
81 degrees out here tonight, and as you mentioned, a little breeze blowing to the north, but a beautiful night. Full stands on the Artesia side, ready for some Bulldog action in football tonight.
And here they come as they break the banner, and it said beware, play at your own risk. So they gave them their own they gave them a warning. Did the cheerleaders? They told everybody you better be ready. Yeah, it's a beautiful night. Lights are on. There's a little bit of a breeze. I don't know if you mentioned that. You probably did. So I'm going to repeat everything you say. But Santa Teresa, they're a team that we're going to have to play. We're going to have to play. They're an upcoming team in 5A. I think they've made the playoffs 5 straight years. And Coach Bowden talked about them in a very positive sense. Said that I think they're 500 on the season, but played some good opponents and got the wins where they were supposed to, and played some other teams very solid, even though they took a loss.
Yeah, definitely coming in tonight, as you mentioned, 3-3 on the year. They have played Goddard this year. Goddard beat them 19-3, so close matchup there. They played Mayfield, lost 24-7. So 2 of our district opponents have already defeated the Santa Teresa Warriors, but it wasn't blowouts, and they just didn't run away with the game, Goddard or Mayfield. They also played Levington. Levington beat them 52-39, so they were able to score quite a lot of points against Levington, who we saw 2 weeks ago or last week.
Oh, I thought they beat Levington. They lost to Levington?
No, you're absolutely right. I read that wrong.
Yeah.
No, you're right. They won 52-39 against Levington.
So I thought was impressive, and I remember seeing that on the schedule, knowing we had them coming, and seeing that they beat Levington, and I thought, they're not, because Levington usually wins those type of games, and they didn't this year.
Yeah, so Dad, you're right. They are ranked number 9 and coming into max preps in 5A, and the Bulldogs ranked 3rd. So number 3 against number 9 here at Bulldog Bowl tonight.
So the Santa T Desert Warriors won the toss. They deferred, and so the Bulldogs said, okay, we'll take the ball first. And Santa T's defending the south goal. The breeze has almost died now. A while ago it was a little breezy. The big flag was moving. It's still moving, but it's knocked down quite a bit even from 2 or 3 minutes ago. It is blowing out of the south, so they'll have a little bit of a breeze to their back. And if you were watching or listening whenever Coach Bowden was giving the scouting report just a little bit ago, he talked about the fact that they're 60-40 split, 60 run, 40 pass. So, and they're going to try to spread us out. And so kind of similar to what we do, although I think we're closer to 50-50. But good team coming in here tonight in the form of the Santee Desert Warriors.
Back deep for the Bulldogs on the kickoff return is number 10, Seiss, number 21, Sanchez, and number 15, Fierro. And in the middle to run the quarterback position on that is our starting quarterback, Nye Estrada.
Kicking off for the folks from Santee is Logan Ratliff, 5'9" senior, number 12. As he gets ready and awaits the white hat, who does give him the go-ahead. So here's our opening kickoff. Again, from the south to the north, Bulldogs receiving, and they are going to kick it deep. We're going to have a chance to run the starburst. And here come the Bulldogs. It's going to go around the far side over there. Seiss has one man to beat, and he's all by himself, Rob. He got men in front of him. He's going down the sidelines to the 40. He's really fast. Got two guys blocking out in front of him. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Artesia. They start with a bang with 11:46 to go here in the first quarter. They already lead 6-0.
Seiss was the last man to come through that starburst, and Estrada handed it to him, went up that left side, made one man miss him. One guy had a shot at him. And then Rodriguez and Peyton Deans down the field blocking all the way to the end zone for him.
Beautiful setup, beautiful play. Another thing Coach Bowden said in the scouting report is they felt like they would kick to us, and they did. So opening kickoff is returned for a touchdown. We're going to set up in the swinging gate here. Now, it seemed like it was last week that we saw some things that the Bulldogs wanted to put on other teams' radars, but this time we're going to swing right out of that and set up for the normal PAT. As Great House is on. Oh, they are going to come out of it. The holder is our quarterback, Estrada. He's in the shotgun. Snap is back. He's going to roll to his right. Look back to the left side. Throw it out there. And that's too far. Incomplete. That intended receiver was 35.
Yeah, that's Calden Solomon, who ran just kind of a corner route or a flag route out there towards the end of the end zone, top of the end zone, and he just overthrew him just a bit. He was defended well. There was a defender right on him, but just overthrew him just a little bit.
All right, 6-0 Bulldogs, 11:46 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break. We'll see you in just about 30 seconds.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Welcome back here to the Bulldog Bowl. That scoring drive, if you want to call it that, for the Bulldogs. Kickoff return, 84-yard by Matthew Seiss. Two-point conversion was no good. Bulldogs lead 6-0 with 11:46 to go left in the first quarter.
Jacob Parrish will do the kicking honors for the Bulldogs here. He's got a multitude of kicks in his kicking bag. We'll see which way he goes with it, deep or side punch or what he does. It's going to be a flyer over to the right side. Nobody was there. It's going to take a bounce and out of bounds, so it'll be a penalty on the Bulldogs. My guess is they'll probably take it at the 35, but we'll see.
Had Ratliff and Torres back deep that time. The Santa Teresa Warriors did.
All right, so we'll see who their quarterback is. We were looking during the pregame. Number 3 was their starting quarterback, and he was injured last week. We didn't know if he'd be back, and so we're waiting. We think it's probably number 7, but no, it's 30. Not.
32.
32, so their starting quarterback's name is Leonardo Navarrete. Number 32. As they come out in a spread look, they've got a wideout and a slot on the far side, and a wide out to the near side, the ball near the far hash, and there was some discussion over here with the white hat and one of the back judge, I think, so I'm not sure, or the umpire, sorry. Yeah, where is it? I don't even see him. All right, so again, number 32 is going to be their starting quarterback here tonight. Navarrete, he's in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off. Bulldogs right there, gained of nothing. In fact, they lost a couple.
Donaghy just shot through there from his defensive tackle position and made the first hit on the running back, number 1, Hernandez. in the backfield, so a loss of a couple yards there as some other Bulldogs came in to help.
Good swarming defense. Looked like we might have had a run blitz on, but I don't know.
We did.
All right, so they're going to come back out in this similar, in fact, the exact same. Quarterback's going to fake it this time, keep it himself, try to get around the corner. Ooh, he was hit hard. He knocked whoever come up on him, kind of knocked him back. Was it fumbled?
That was number 43, Rodriguez, that came up there and read it really well as the quarterback faked the handoff and came to the right side. And he just stepped up there and was able to wrap him up. Some other Bulldogs came and helped.
So it was about a gain of 1, so it'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Desert Warriors as they huddle up. Now break the huddle, ready to go. They're going to come, well, the exact same set they have all go, except for the running backs to the left of Navarrete. And the Bulldogs bring a bunch of people, and there's a penalty on the field. And so typically it's a false start when they blow the ball dead, but and that's what it is. So false start, that'll back them up 5. It'll be 3rd down and 16 at their own 29-yard line.
Bulldogs lining up with 4 defensive linemen, and then one of the linebackers, that time it was Wesson, before it was number 13, Ethan Ramirez, that are just picking a gap and shooting that gap on the blitz, as you mentioned, a run blitz, but they're shooting a different gap each time.
All right, so 3rd down and 16 as Navarrete sets up in the shotgun. He is running back Angel Hernandez to the right. Snap is back. He's just going to tuck it and run to that side. Bulldogs play it perfectly, and they will get him down after a pickup of about 1. He got some good push forward there, Robbie, but only gained about 1, maybe 2. It'll be 4th down.
He did. I mean, I tell you right now, Santee comes in tonight. They run more than they pass. They're averaging 245 yards per game, rushing the ball, and we see that there. But the Bulldogs did a good job, as that was a loss of about 5 yards, as Calderon just made the first hit over there, and then about 6 other Bulldogs came in there.
All right, so they're out to punt. We've got Nick Sanchez back. Snap is there. Oh, he fumbles it. Bulldogs are all over him. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs at the Santa Teresa 18-yard line.
That's number 7, Christian Torres, back there to punt, but he just couldn't find the handle of it. Did a good job, though. You know, in that situation, he tried to just fall on the ball, and he did.
Which is very wise, because you don't want to let them go score right there. Yep. That was Peyton Deans and a couple of other Bulldogs that came flooding in there. And so it'll be Bulldog football on the 19-yard line is where they put it down. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side. Estrada with is that LaRock to his left. One wide receiver to the far side. Snap back, turn, hand it off. LaRock stutters for just a minute, and then he's going to be hit and tackled. He's going to just get back to the line of scrimmage. They push him back a long ways, but he makes it back to the line of scrimmage where the forward progress was.
Boy, LaRock trying to go up there in the middle between the guard and the tackle, and Angel Hernandez from his linebacker position just shot through there. Did a good job of wrapping him up and driving him backwards.
So it'll be 2nd down. Well, they actually gave him a yard forward momentum. Trips to the far side now. Ball near the near hash as the Bulldogs go from the north to the south on the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 9. Snap is back. He's going to throw a little bubble out to the left. That's caught. And he's got the 1st down and more. He gets almost inside the 5-yard line. They're going to hold him at the 6.
Good job by Fierro, though. Just using his speed, right? Just a little bubble pass out there. Had some people chasing him, but they couldn't catch him until number 7 over there, which is Torres for the Desert Warriors, made the tackle.
All right, so 1st and goal for the Artesia Bulldogs at the 6-yard line. A formation look. Estrada with LaRock to his left in the shotgun. Snap is back. He is going to throw. Going to throw the screen over to LaRock. He's got a man in front of him blocking. That's a touchdown.
That's just a great job. Boy, those defensive linemen, I'm watching them. The linemen just checked them and let him go, and they were coming after Estrada hard and just laid it out there on the screen. And then number 56 for the Bulldogs, Augie Olano out there getting the last block he needed to get in.
And it was a good one at that. All right, so the Bulldogs now lead 12-0. And looks like they're going to go ahead and huddle up. We see the heavy package. I didn't notice if, he's out there. Or he's not out there. Yeah, he's out there, but they are missing somebody. And so the Bulldogs, and there he comes. We got a guy coming in a little bit late, but they still got 13 seconds on the play clock, so they'll be okay. I'll line up in the heavy and see what we do out of it. It's Peyton Deans at the quarterback. He's got a linebacker on his right, a linebacker on his left, and he is a linebacker, and he's got a defensive lineman on the right side. Going to run a little end around there. It's to a defensive end. He's going to toss in the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
And he threw that to number 34, defensive tackle, Calderon. and the
defensive end is who threw it.
Yes. I mean, you know what that does to me, and I know we got to go to break, but that just it makes their day, right? That's so much fun.
It is. Riley Jarrett with the completion to Calderon. All right, we're going to take a break. 14-0 Bulldogs, 8:55 to go here in the first.
Get ready to get rowdy. The Eastern New Mexico State Fair and the Hondo Rodeo Company presents the Pecos Valley Stampede Ranch Rodeo. Friday and Saturday, October 7th and 8th, 6 p.m. at the Bob Crosby Arena. Featuring the best in stray gathering, wild cow milking, trailer loading, and muley roping. Best of all, the Pecos Valley Stampede Ranch Rodeo is free with paid admission to the fair. It all goes down October 7th and 8th during the Eastern New Mexico State Fair. Log on to enmsf.com to learn more. Ad paid for through the City of Roswell Lodgers Tax.
We're back here on KSVPTV.com or KSVP Radio, 990 AM, 93.7 FM. However you're watching or listening, we thank you for tuning in tonight. Bulldog Bowl. That scoring drive by the Bulldogs by Josh Howard. 3 plays, 19 yards, 6-yard touchdown pass. Estrada to LaRock. 2-point conversion was good. Jarrett to Calderon. Don't say that very often.
So the kickoff was by Jacob Parrish. He did a little poop fly. I'm going to use that all year since I messed up and said it once. It was caught by Santee, but we were offsides. So I think they can take the ball right where they caught it. And that looks like what they're going to do, Robbie, is they're going to come out. They're going to have the ball on the 47-yard line. So great field position for the Santee Desert Warriors.
I'm going to go ahead and mention number 77. If you're able to watch online for the Santee Desert Warriors, Alejandro Arellano, senior. He's 6'5", 349.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
That's NFL size.
He's big. Well, I was mistaken. They are going to re-kick, so back them up 5 yards. Ball will be on the 35-yard line. I guess it's like a false start. I mean, you got to re-kick because he had blew the whistle dead. He threw his flag and blew it. See if we kick it onside again. That was a little poop fly. Here's the kick. Nope, he's going to go deep this time. High fly ball, going to be caught back at the 14-yard line by number 12. Bulldogs racing down there, 2 of them in on the tackle. Boy, that was some great coverage.
That's LaRock at number 29 for the Bulldogs, Brendan Parra. Boy, as you mentioned, he caught it, and he took about 6 steps to the right, and both of them were right there. They're flying down the field.
They were flying is a good way to put it. They were really coming. I was watching them, and they were just sprinting ahead of everybody, and they were right there. So first down, and boy, what a turn of events for. I mean, we were off sides. They would have had it way up there, but now they're back at their own 16. 8:51 to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 Bulldogs. As Navarrete, the quarterback, has his tailback to his left, and Hernandez. They got slotting the wide out to the far side. Going to turn, fake the handoff. Bulldogs again play it perfectly, Robbie. Host of Bulldogs in on the tackle. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's hard to give credit because there's 5 Bulldogs on that tackle. It's Calderon and Donaghy and Ramirez, and looks like Molina got in there. I mean, they're just all over the place down there.
They were, like I said, a host of Bulldogs. And it was a really good fake, but they just stayed home. They did their job and read their keys. All right, slotting wide out to the far side, which is the wide side. Hernandez to the left of Navarrete in the shotgun. Bulldogs sneaking up there. Were we offsides? I guess not. Again, they meet him right in the hole. They're going to give him forward progress 1 yard. But, man, 3-4 Bulldogs going to come out of that pile.
Yeah, that's Hernandez, and I'm just going to – Angel Hernandez, he's got 71 carries on the year for 757 yards. He's averaging 126 yards per game rushing. So he's a good back, and they blocked for him well all year. The Bulldogs are just doing a good job so far in this first quarter of just stuffing that run game.
Diego Weston is the middle linebacker. He met him right in the hole, and there was both defensive linemen on either side were there as well. Not much to do. All right, so it's going to be 3rd down and 9 after a pickup of 1. They're going to come short side this time with their slot and wide out. Navarrete in the shotgun with Hernandez to his left. Snap is back. He fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it deep. Bulldogs have it covered perfectly. In fact, if he'd have turned a little sooner, he might have intercepted it.
That's number 27, Watkins. They didn't fool him at all with the handoff. He just played his corner position and ran right alongside the receiver, which is number 18. Is that right?
Yeah, number 10?
No, number 10 for them, which
Rios.
Rios.
All right, so 4th down, 4th and 9, as they will go back to punt. And if they are able to get this punt away, we're going to see what Nick Sanchez can do. We've seen him light it up this year. And if they don't try to kick away from him, we may get to see it again. Here's the kick, and it is a punt. It's going to be over to the right, and we're not going to have a chance at return. Well, I say that, and he tracks it down and catches it. So he's going to go get its speed around to the 40, to the 50, and then out of bounds. Sometimes that's dangerous, but it was bouncing pretty pure, and so he caught it on the bounce.
It was end over end, and so, as you said, he just decided to go ahead and pick it up and go. It was running right alongside it, so it bounced up to him.
All right, so we'll see the offense for the second time now. The first touchdown, if you're just joining us, was a kickoff return. We ran the starburst, and Seiss went down the sideline. He had to make one man miss. Then he had two guys out in front of him blocking the last guy and went in. I don't think he was touched. He might have got touched by that one guy. But, all right, trips to the near side, which is the wide side. Snap is back. He's got a man. He's got him wide open. It's Nick Sanchez. He just overthrew him. As they're going to come out in this man free. We hadn't got to talk about it much, but Coach again told me that, and kind of what Lovington did. And I said, well, I'm gonna hope they do that a lot.
Yeah, and the free, the safety, there's not even really a safety. He's about 8 yards right over the ball. So this trips formation over here, he's no help to that.
Yeah, and they're running.
See, there's no free.
There's no free. Man. He just came up.
There's no safety.
Well, there's a linebacker over there guarding nobody.
Yeah.
Snap is back. We're going to look this way again. He's going to go to Great House this time. He's going to stop and stutter step, make him miss. He's going to go down the sideline. 20, 10. He's too fast. Touchdown, Artesia.
Great House just breaks across the middle. Good throw by Nia Estrada. He catches it, and then there's two Desert Warriors there, and he stops completely, gives him a move, and then his speed on the left gets outside of him. Rodriguez throws him a block down the field. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
It looked like number 4 was chasing him. Jackson Bowron was chasing him, and I thought he's got some speed, but then Peyton just turned on the afterburners. All right, they swing out of the swinging gate. We've seen this is our third touchdown. Our first two touchdowns, we saw two attempted two-point conversions. The first one failed. The second one worked. Defensive end to defensive tackle on the pass. Snap is down, or snap is there, and it is good as Peyton kicks it straight through the upright. So at 6:53 to go in the first quarter, 21-0 Artesia. We're going to hear from Spur Energy Partners. We'll be right back.
Since 2019, Spur Energy Partners has been committed to the markets we have operations, including right here in Artesia, New Mexico. We are proud of this community, and we work hard to be a good citizen and support our local economy, our local schools, and our local families. That's why Spur Energy Partners is excited about bringing the Artesia Bulldog broadcasts to you. Good luck, Bulldogs, and safe travels in the 2022 season. Play hard with Bulldog Pride from Spur Energy Partners.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here. Robbie has that scoring drive.
Two-play drive, covered 49 yards. 49-yard pass to Estrada, from Estrada to Great House. Kick was good. Bulldogs lead 21-0 here with 6:53 left in the first quarter.
Jake Parrish puts it on the 40-yard line in the middle of the field, right on the X, as the Bulldogs get ready to go here. Their kickoff team. And he gets the go-ahead, so he takes a look down both ways and tells his guys, let's go. Kick is going to be a pop fly over to the right side. Number 8. Oh, he lets it go. Ball's on the ground, and it goes out of bounds. I don't think the Bulldogs saw that. Was that Para that just blasted the guy?
It's Para and Watkins both down there. And the ball, number 8, thought he was going to catch it. Then he let it go, hit behind him, and hit the number 12. And then those two Bulldogs could have grabbed the ball. It was right there in the air.
Yeah.
And it went out of bounds.
Yeah, he hit. I think it was Para that hit him, and he blasted him. They didn't know the ball was on the ground, I don't think.
All right, we got a scoring update here. Thank you, Josh, for this. Roswell ranked number 2 against Piedra Vista, ranked number 1. And it's 7-0 Roswell in the first quarter.
All right, so it's going to be 24-yard line for the Santee Desert Warriors. Navarrete in the backfield in the shotgun with Angel Hernandez to his left. He's got a slot and a wideout on the near side, which is the short side. And we've got a false start on the Desert Warriors. Boy, they smothered him anyway, but that's a false start, as the line judge said. Now the white hat tells us 2. They'll back them up 5.
Bulldogs coming in tonight, passing 138 completions on 212 attempts. Got over 2,000 yards passing so far in the year, 2,003 yards. They're averaging 14 yards per completion. So passing game so far this year has worked well for the Artesia Bulldogs.
All right, so Santee will step out, and they're going to have their slot and wide out to the far side, which is the wide side of the field, wide out to the near side. Navarrete Shotgun, he turns. He's going to run behind his big offensive line, and that's their best from the line of scrimmage. They got about 4 of those yards back, maybe all 5 with forward momentum.
Josiah Rodriguez came up hard, cut that corner off, and had him and missed the tackle back there. So he was able to pick up a few yards, or yeah, he was, because there's a penalty.
Yeah, he got 5 out of it. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 after the 5-yard gain by the quarterback, Leonardo Navarrete. Once again, they're going to come out in that same look. This time, the wide out to the near side is the wide side of the field. Leonardo takes the snap, hands it off to Hernandez. He runs up into the mix there, and he's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, it's interesting. Diego Wesson, middle linebacker, he's playing defensive end some. He's shooting the gap some. They're moving him all over the field. He's a good football player, so kind of just mixing him up and then letting Molina and Ramirez play the 2 linebacker positions. That time Ramirez was first one to make a hit.
And that was the tailback, Angel Hernandez, that got 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Desert Warriors. As Navarrete takes a snap, fakes a handoff, he'll keep it around the right side, and once again swarmed under by a bunch of Bulldogs after a 2-yard pickup.
Good job by Calderon on that left side. He got his hands out against that would-be blocker. He waited patiently on the backside, kept distance with his hands out, and then he was able to get off that block and make a hit.
So it'll be 4th down, 4th and 6 for the Desert Warriors as the time is clicking away here. Bulldog coming on quickly. They've got a real spread punt. If you're watching on the radio, they might get 5 yards here if the Bulldogs don't get off. They do get off in time. Snap is back. Bulldogs come after that one. Punt is off to the right a little bit. And again, it's going to be picked up on the bounce by Sanchez. He's unable to get away from the second guy. Made the first guy miss and then got dragged down from behind.
Yeah, number 33 for the Warriors was coming up full speed behind him. That's David Gutierrez, and made that tackle. Nick couldn't get going before Gutierrez could catch him from behind.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs at their own 38-yard line. 4:55 to go here in the first quarter. 21-0 Bulldogs. And they're going to put it down on the near hash as the Bulldogs go from the north to the south. Trips to the far side for the Bulldogs. 1 wide receiver to the near side. To the right of Estrada, I think, is Valenzuela. And it is. It's Bradley Valenzuela, I think. Snap is back. Going to turn. No, that's LaRock. He hands it to Jesse LaRock, and he'll roll forward and pick up about 3.
Good job again by their middle linebacker, Hernandez. He read that well, stepped up there and made that hit. Made the tackle on the rock.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 after the pickup of 3. Bulldogs now at their own 41-yard line. Ball kind of split between the middle of the field and the near hash. Back to the standard A formation look. 2 slots, 2 wideouts, 1 on each side. LaRock to the left of Estrada, going to turn, throw the stop route to Joy. Oh, and he fumbled it. They're going to say incomplete. He must have been bobbling it.
Yeah, I kind of did a stop route, and he caught it, looked like, and went to turn and didn't have the handle, found the handle on it, bobbled it, as you said. You know, it's interesting, Joby. I was thinking about that pass from Riley Jarrett on that 2-point conversion. We've had Peyton Deans, Fierro, Valenzuela, Casares, Estrada, Wesson, and now Jarrett throw passes in games for the Bulldogs this year.
And a lot of different kind of numbers throwing those passes. All right, trips to the far side. Estrada with LaRock to his right. 3rd down. He's going to turn and throw. Oh, he's got a man. It's caught. Peyton is still running as they're trying to tackle him. He's just going to try to run through the tackle. They really went after the ball there. Big pickup all the way down to the 17-yard line at Tennessee.
Yeah, just a seam route by Greathouse. Great throw by Estrada. Hit him perfectly in stride. Didn't even have to put any air on it. Just zipped it over there before number 7. Got his hands on him. And Greathouse, I mean, he got another 15 yards after 7, which I should know that by now. That's Torres. Got his hands on him.
You know, and Torres is on the ground, so hopefully he is okay. So there's a timeout on the field for an injury timeout. But a lot of times, and what I was talking about earlier, having a lot of quarterbacks in my family over the years, we've talked about this. When an Artesia quarterback walks up to the line of scrimmage and sees this defense, I mean, they want to throw that seam route every time. And why wouldn't you? Because usually our slots are so fast, you know, and they can usually get a step on them. And if they do, it's like that. It's a big pickup, if not a touchdown.
Well, we've watched it year after year after year. I remember one game in Hobbs. We started off the season. They went man free, and our slots just ran two seam routes. We hit them for a touchdown. They came back out in its second series. We ran a seam route, scored another touchdown. They didn't run it again the rest of the game, and that's what we usually see, right? They try to run it, and then we get them out of it.
Usually. We force them right out of it. Now,
Yes.
some teams, I don't know, but they still do have the young man down. I think we'll take a break, Robbie. Well, you know what? We better keep it here. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you have a wound that hasn't healed in 4 or more weeks, it could be a sign that you need specialized care. The Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center at Artesia General Hospital is here to help. Our wound care team will work with you to build your customized treatment plan so you can get back to your life as quickly as possible. Joining the team is certified family nurse practitioner Rochelle McIntyre. She provides compassionate care to people experiencing chronic or complicated wounds. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/wound.
All right, Bulldog fans, Joby Hodling and Robbie Blue here at Bulldog Bowl as number 7 is up. Looks like he's going to be able to get off the field under his own power, which is always a good sign. Anytime you see an injury, you hope for that.
Yeah, we think about what we were talking about with the seam routes, and I think it's just hard to mimic the Bulldog offense all week with the scout teams of the other teams. Now, you get up in the 5A, and they can do it. The Clevelands, the Hobbs, they can put together a pretty good scout team, but it's hard on these teams to mimic the speed of the Bulldogs on offense.
All right, so it looks like we're ready to go. The white hat says we are. Ball in the middle of the field. Standard A formation. LaRock to the left of Estrada. Snap back. They bring the house. Great pickup by the Bulldogs. It's going to be in the end zone. Caught. Joy with the touchdown.
Estrada, first of all, great protection by the offensive line. He dropped back, 3-step drop, and he had a perfect pocket, able to read across the field and just laid it up there for Joy in the corner of the end zone, went up and got the ball for the touchdown.
That's a couple of times, maybe more than that, the Joy. We've seen him go up and get the ball at the top of the throw, and he just did a great job. Soft hands, brought it in nicely as they come out of the swinging gate. Now, we've seen one PAT, and we've seen two fakes. One was successful. 27-0 Bulldogs with 4:01 to go. Snap is back, hold it down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-0, 4:01 to go. We'll be back after this timeout. ENMU Roswell. We'll be right back.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
Welcome back, Bulldogs fans. Robbie Blue, tell us about that drive.
4 plays, 62 yards, 17-yard touchdown pass from Estrada to Joy, and the kick was good by Greathouse. Bulldogs 28, Warriors 0, 4:01 left in the first quarter.
So
Josh gave us an update on the Roswell PV game. Roswell had a pick 6, so did they get the extra point? 14-0 Roswell? 14-0 Roswell.
14-0 Roswell.
I left that as a question, so I wanted to finish it.
Right. All right, Jake Parrish lines it up once again on the X on the middle of the field on the 40. And he will get the go-ahead from Mr. Whitehat. Here comes the kick. He's going to kick it over to the right side. Caught at the 14-yard line. Boy, Para is flying down the field, Robbie. He is flying down the field.
He's 7 to 8 yards in front of every other Bulldog, and nobody gets a block on him or even a chip on him. And he just comes down there, and he catches the ball, takes 2 steps, and Para's on him.
And tackles him.
Yes.
Great open field tackle. Took him to the ground, wrapped him up, took him to the ground. Great job by the kickoff team for the Bulldogs in that time specifically, and really every time tonight, Para's been racing down there.
Yeah, Brendan Parr is a 5'11 senior for the Bulldogs.
All right, so the 3:56 to go here in the first quarter, and the Santee Desert Warriors will come out of the huddle with about 9 seconds on the play clock, so they're going to have to hustle here. They have been in the same offensive set each series with a wide out in the slot on one side and a wide out on the other side, and the Bulldogs jump offside. So he pulled them off that time, or did they ran out? It was 0-0. Okay, it was delay game. I was going to wonder if that beat the offsides.
So we're saved by the clock, is what you're saying?
Yes. I thought it was, but
Good job.
All right, so it's 1st and 15 after the 5 yards is marked off. Back at the 10-yard line. Navarrete with Hernandez to his left. And he's looking, changing the play. Bulldogs have a man up there. They're going to bring him, looking to throw the ball. Boy, the Bulldogs jammed it up, and we're going to have a sack. That's going to be a tackle for loss, 2-yard loss. Multiple Bulldogs in on that. The first one there was who?
I don't know, because they hit him from behind. I couldn't tell which one hit him from behind.
It looked like Donaghy was the first man there.
So they did a good job on their pass rush, 4 down linemen, and the delayed blitz by linebacker, but they did a good job of not giving him any lanes at all to run to. He tried to, and there was nowhere to go.
So a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 17 at their 8-yard line. Again, the Bulldogs have a man up there. They're going to run a blitz. They hand it off to Hernandez, and again, he has nowhere to go. He's tackled immediately, and it's going to be another tackle for loss.
Well, Hernandez trying to get around that right side over there, and Ethan Ramirez read that perfectly and beat him to the outside, put a hit on him so he couldn't get around him, and the other Bulldogs came and cleaned him up.
So we're under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and that was another tackle for loss. It's now 3rd down and 18 at their own 7-yard line for the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors. As they huddle up, break the huddle, Navarrete, the quarterback, has Hernandez to his right. They're going to go short side with their slot and wide out. Wide out to the near side is on the wide side of the field. Snap is back. He's going to keep it and run. Hernandez to the right side and almost hit immediately again. He's going to pick up about 1 yard. It'll be 4th and long.
Yeah, Donaghy read that perfectly and just went straight down the line of scrimmage to the left. And when he tried to turn up the field, Navarrete did, Donaghy was there and put a big hit on him.
Yeah, and he was also helped out there by Riley Jarrett and Diego Wesson. So like you said, we're getting a lot of hats to the ball. I know when you and I played, that was a big mantra. Hey, we want 9, 10 hats to the ball. Bulldogs getting close to that tonight. Punter back in for Santa T. They got that wide splits. Bulldogs bring the house again. He does get it away. Nick Sanchez catches it at the 35 and has a wall started over here. Right there's a block that they're going to call a Yeah. All right, so Sanchez will get to the 18-yard line, but there is a penalty down.
Yeah, we'll get 15 yards back on that. But I mean, look at the he punted from his end zone. Look at the field advantage, Joby. It's just huge as Nick ran it down to, like you said, the 18. So it's a good job, and the coaches are coaching up that block down there.
I think it was a blindside block, right? I mean, I don't think he hit him in the back, but that has the white hat told us yet?
I wasn't looking.
Block in the back. Okay, so it was a block in the back. That'll march us back to the 28-yard line of the Santa T Desert Warriors. 1:49 to go in the first quarter. The Bulldogs lead 28-0. As they break the huddle, we're going to have an A formation look. Ball on the near hash. Estrada now has Valenzuela in the backfield to his left. As he takes a look, they're going to look like they're going to sneak up a man. They do bring him. We're going to run a little counter, and Valenzuela busts through the line, but tackling him from behind are the Desert Warriors after a pickup of about 3.
Boy, Angel Hernandez just all over the field for the Warriors as he made that tackle. But the Bulldogs pulled the left backside guard and tackle to pull up through there. Just one of them ran by Hernandez as he snuck in behind him to make the tackle.
Also the defensive end, number 54. He's a 6'2" senior, 190 pounds, Heston DeTabas. In on that tackle for the Santa T Desert Warriors. So pick up of 3, 2nd down and 7. Valenzuela to the left of Estrada in the shotgun. A formation, snap is back. Going to roll out to his left as Estrada squares up his body, and he has a man wide open, and he gets in. That's a touch. No, he said he stepped out right at about the 1-yard line.
Well, that's a good job by number 14 for the Bulldogs, which is Julian Rodriguez. Peyton Greathouse ran a corner route over there, which drug him deep, and Rodriguez ran about 15 yards deep and then just stopped and went to the sideline, and good throw by Estrada running to his left.
Yeah, he squared up his hips. I didn't get it out right. He squared up his hips well on the run and threw it, like you said, on a dot. All right, so right on the 1-yard line, A4. No, we got a heavy. Snap is back. He's looking. Yeah, it was A formation. Estrada's going to throw it, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Will he try to bring it out? He does. That might have been a mistake. He's going to be down at the 3-yard line. So an interception, turnover. One Bulldog gets up kind of gimpy. Who got that? interception.
Yeah, that was number 12, Logan Ratliff, as Greathouse and Estrada miscommunicated that time. Estrada thought he was going to break in, and Greathouse turned outside, and it just went right to Ratliff, so he had the interception for the Warriors.
All right, so the first stop of the Artesia offense is on a turnover, interception in the end zone after a big pickup down to the 1-yard line. So it'll be the defense back out there again. They haven't given up much, if any, yards, Robin. We take the losses. They've had a few positive yards, but we'll see what they can do here. The Bulldogs may come after him. He's in the shotgun. He's got the slot and wide out on the short side of the field, far side of the field. Bulldogs line him up like they're going to come, and there he is. He's going to just throw it away. There was a man there, number 20. So, and then there's a late penalty flag.
Yeah, like you, I thought it's intentional grounding, but number 20 was there for the Warriors, which is Hector Reyes.
Well, he hit Reyes in the back, or
they got called
near his foot, but they called intentional grounding. That is a safety. It'll be 30-0. Santee will have to punt or kick, and the Bulldogs kickoff return team will be back on the field.
Which is interesting because it was right at the feet of number 20. So it's interesting. I guess they didn't see him or they just made a judgment call there, but either way, it is a safety.
It didn't look like he was, well, I don't know if it matters if they're looking for it. In any case, it's a safety, and so the Bulldogs will receive here. They've got to kick or punt from the 20, do the Desert Warriors. And so the Bulldogs, once again, will have a chance here at their starburst. Looks like number 25 is their kicker, and he is going to put the tee down, so they will kick off. And what do you do here? I mean, you're kicking from your 20. I mean, you don't want to squib it and give it to us on the 30.
No, and you don't want to kick it deep.
And you don't want to kick it deep. Maybe just kick it out of well, if you kick it out of bounds, I don't know.
I don't know what they.
I don't know what they'll do. What the coaching staff, I mean, you know, in the scouting report says they're going to kick it to us. So we'll see. I mean, this is their second time to kick off. 30-0. Bulldogs have that interception in the end zone, but the ensuing play is a safety. And here's the kick. And he will kick it deep, so the Bulldogs are going to come up and run the starburst. It's going to go to Seiss again. He's got blockers in front of him, and they light him up. He goes around the corner, 50, 40. He's going to have to make some miss. They chase him down, and we're going to have a flag down, and I think it's going to be he runs it all the way to the 32-yard line, but there is a flag down.
So Santee did a good job on that. It looked open there, and then they got over there, and there was about 5 or 6 of them out there in front of him. He had a couple of blockers, too many Warriors over there.
So it is a holding. That'll back the Bulldogs up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which was right at the 32-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 42 for the Bulldogs. That's the 42 of the Desert Warriors with 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 30-0 Bulldogs. And the slots and the wideouts already out there for the Bulldogs. The offensive line, tailback, and fullback and quarterback break the huddle. A formation, ball on the far hash now as LaRock back in to the left. Turns, fakes the handoff, going to throw a little screen over there. Bulldogs missed the first block, but the receiver made him miss. He's going to end up getting over 10 yards just on the push.
I'm just waiting to see. Yeah, that was Rodriguez over there, number 14. Just caught that, just a quick flip over there, and then he was determined, wasn't he, to pick up those yards. I don't know if they're coming in looking to strip the ball, but they're not trying to get him down on that first person.
Now we're going to go some up-tempo here. 1st and 10 at the 31 of the Desert Warriors turn. Hand it off to LaRock. He's got a man in front of him, but a great job by the linebacker, number 1, as he comes in and takes him down.
Again, Angel Hernandez just all over the field for the Warriors. Shot through the gap. LaRock looked like he had something, and he met him, and that was a form tackle and drove him backwards and drove him to the ground.
So it's only a pickup of 1. It's 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. A formation look. LaRock this time to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. And we have a whistle, and that's because the quarter has ended. So at the end of the first quarter, Artesia leads Santa Teresa 30-0. We're going to take a break here from Devon Energy.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs by partnering with Artesia. Long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
All right, welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl. The officials are getting the ball moved down. They're clipping ends. The Bulldogs will now be going from the south to the north. Santa Teresa will be defending the north, going from the north to the south. Something I failed to mention, did you mention the colors of the unis at the beginning of the game? Those listening on the radio, not seeing this, if you're watching on the radio, the Bulldogs are in their solid orange. They got the orange pants on, the orange tops, but they got some black in the unis. They got black socks. They've got black sleeves, black numbers. Of course, the iconic orange helmet. Santee with the white jerseys, and they've got, I think they're kind of a purple-blue pants and helmets. All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. Bulldogs in the A formation, ball right in the middle of the field at the 30-yard line. LaRock to the right of Estrada hands it to LaRock. He picks his way through. Good blocking on that right side. He'll pick up 8 yards.
Yeah, good drive by the Bulldog offensive line as they got a good push there. Good tackle by number 65, and I don't have him on any roster for the Warriors.
All right, so the Bulldogs going to hurry up. Again, A formation look, 3rd down and short. Snap is back. Estrada going to look. He's going to throw it over the top, and that's going to be touchdown, Artesia.
Boy, Duran did a good job of just a little stop and go. It just a little hesitation from the left side, running down the sideline. Just gave a hesitation, which froze the corner, and then he ran right by him. Estrada, good job of laying it up there for him. That's pretty to watch.
Really pretty route, as you pointed out, and Jathan Duran, just another receiver to catch another Bulldog touchdown. All right, going to motion out of the swinging gate. Now they'll swing out of it. A little throwback there to Mr. Jim Wilburn.
That was
Bulldog touchdown.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. Bulldogs look like they're going to kick it. We'll see if they run some sneakery or if they just kick it. Snap is back, holds it down, kick is up, and the kick looked good. And the kick is good. So with 11:31 to go in the half. Now the clock's going to start running now because we're winning 36. Should be 37, right? We kicked the kick. It is 37-0. So from here on out, the clock will run as long as we're ahead by 35.
It will. And coming up for the Artesia Bulldogs, we'll have an open week next week, Joby. They'll rest and heal up and get ready for district play. And then we got Roswell here at home on the 14th, and we play Goddard in Roswell. And then we'll finish up district in Las Cruces playing Mayfield on Saturday the 29th at 12 p.m.
Noon o'clock.
Noon o'clock.
Yeah, I thought it was a typo when I first saw it. I thought surely not, but hey, noon o'clock.
That score and drive, 4 plays, 42 yards, 22-yard touchdown pass from Estrada to Duran. The kick was good by Greathouse. Again, the Bulldogs lead 37-0.
Great view of our cheerleaders and future cheerleaders if you're watching online. And there's a great view of the crowd as our camera folks all over the place. We got a fantastic crew with KSVP Radio and Pecos Valley Broadcasting Company. Gene Dow is our producer and Jeffrey Curtis amongst others. And so great job there. You see all those cheerleaders. Look at that. The little boys want to grow up and put the orange helmets on, and the little girls want to grow up and put on the cheerleading uniform. Here's a kick. It's a great big kick all the way back, caught at about the 7-yard line by number 10. Once again, the Bulldogs fast down there, but they were overrunning. Several of them do, and he's going to get all the way out to about the 31-yard line.
And that's Rios running that back. Good return for Rios for the Warriors before the Bulldogs were able to get him down. And I looked at the number, and I think Watkins, I forgot it when I was looking for Rios' number, but good return by Rios there. And I was going to tell you an update on the Roswell game. Roswell 20, Piedra Vista nothing in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup in about 2 weeks right here at Bulldog Bowl.
Yeah, it is.
As the Roswell Coyotes will be ranked 1 by then. They'll be ranked number 1 if they win, if they continue and get the win tonight. All right, so the clock is going to start running here in just a moment. 11:22. It'll stop on a change of possession, and then it runs regardless of incomplete or anything. I guess change of possession and timeout. Navarrete in the slot. The quarterback. He's just going to run. He's going to be tackled after a pickup of maybe 2.
I'm going to try to find some scores, so go ahead.
Okay, so multiple Bulldogs in on the tackle again, but I think Riley Jarrett was the first man there. And so it'll be 2nd down and 8 after the pickup of 2. Ball on the near hash. You got some scores? Not yet.
Not yet. Do you think that was a thumbs up?
I didn't know.
Sorry.
I'm just didn't know. All right, so they're going to break the huddle. 10:49 and counting here in the first half as the ball on the near hash. Of course, Santee has flipped. and going the other direction now. Navarrete in the backfield takes a snap, hands it off to Hernandez, and he'll break the first tackle, and then he rolls forward, breaks 2 or 3 tackles before he's drugged down.
Got an update here, courtesy of Greg Brown. Mayfield 14, Deming 6. Also got Lovington at 14, Santa Fe 0 in the first quarter. Amargoto 9, Carlsbad 7 in the first quarter.
So some tight games and then some bigger games like ours. Roswell not as big as our game here, but leading 20-0. All right, so he picked up about 6. It's 3rd down and 2 as the quarterback Navarrete with Hernandez to his left. Snap, going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, and nowhere to go. Riley Jarrett, first man there, and then about 8 hats to the ball.
Amargoto 23. I was looking at the earlier scores. Amargoto 23, Carlsbad 20 right now. Lovington 21, Santa Fe 0. I'm looking for a Goddard score. I don't see it. Carlsbad 20, Amargoto, well, sorry. I was going the wrong way. I wanted to find a Goddard score, and I can't find a Goddard score.
I'm trying to remember who they're playing. Did you already mention it?
Yeah, Goddard's playing Belen.
Belen, that's right, and they're at Belen. All right, so the snap is back for the punt. That was a 4-yard loss. Riley Jarrett with a big tackle for loss. Sanchez fumbles it, muffs the punt, but he falls straight on it. So no loss there. We didn't lose the ball on the turnover. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs at their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, Nick didn't judge that just right. As you wanted to hit, just basket it, catch it, and he had to try to reach out front with his hands about a yard away from him, and it went right through his hands and hit the turf.
It was almost like he short-armed it, like he put his arms out and then he pulled them in. Like you said, he wasn't up on it enough.
Yeah.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 at our own 38-yard line for the Artesia Bulldogs. As we got a new quarterback. Peyton Dean's in there at quarterback, I think.
Valenzuela. Oh, wait. Sorry.
I think it's Peyton.
Yeah.
Snap is back, going to run the speed option. He's going to pitch it. Ooh, and it's fumbled by Valenzuela. He's going to have to hurry to get back on it, and he does. That's a loss for the Bulldogs. Boy, Peyton took a licking right when he pitched that ball.
That's Frankie Galindo, a running back, actually number 26.
Oh,
I thought it was 16.
16, so did I.
Yeah, but that was Galindo. Yeah, as quarterback running that speed option, you want to wait till the last minute to draw that defensive end to you, and Peyton waited to the last second.
Yeah, he got hit pretty good. He got popped pretty good. It was a good pitch. It just Galindo unable to catch it. So loss of about 5, 2nd and 15. Snap is back, going to turn and hand it off to Galindo. Galindo sees a little crack, but then unable to get on through it. Good job there by the defensive line. Maybe that was a linebacker. No, 54, I think, made the tackle.
Yeah, that's DeTavis for the Warriors. Good job from his defensive end position making that tackle.
So a pickup of about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 11 as Peyton gets the call from Coach Maupin. He'll jog back into the huddle. 8:16 and counting to go here in the first half. 37-0 Bulldogs. A formation look. Running back to the left of Deans in the he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. He's got first down yardage just right at the sticks. Let's see where they mark him down. I think he got it.
Good fake by Peyton Deans. He faked it to Galindo and then came around the left side. No one over there until Torres from his corner position able to make that tackle.
So it is a first down. He got right to the yard marker needed. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs at their own 48-yard line. 7:33 to go here in the first half and counting. We may not see another pass in this half, Robbie. Snap is back. I say it, and then he turns and throws, or looks to throw. He does the throw it, and it's overthrown for an incompletion. It looked like the intended receiver was 35.
Yeah, I was going to agree with you on that because I was thinking it as you said it. It's tough as the second team coming in with the running clock. You don't want to seem as a team to run up the score, so you want to run the ball. And the defense knows you're going to run the ball, so it's kind of frustrating too when they know you're going to run it and they stack that line.
Well, and I'm going to make a confession. I forgot I was running clock. I was thinking just keep it running, but we don't have to. I mean, we can. That was an incompletion. We're down to 6:49 and counting. All right, A formation look, ball in the near hash. Galindo to the right of Deans in the backfield as he takes a look over the defense. Snap is back. Going to turn and throw a little behind the pass, and that's going to be caught out there by Galindo. He's going down the sideline. He's got a first down. I thought he was going to break inside of that, but a good pickup by Galindo.
It was a great one-handed catch, first of all, out there. He stuck his right hand out there and caught it, brought it in. And then a great block out there by number 35, Solomon, as he was out there blocking in front of Galindo. Solomon. Thank you. Solomon. Thank you.
So it'll be first down, and coming up to the line of scrimmage will be Peyton Deans as he talked to his offensive line. Now he'll back up into, that's Caden Solomon. Backs up. He's got his running back to his left, who I think he's just going to run right behind his running back. Now he bounces it outside. He's to the 25, to the 20, cuts inside of a man, and then is twisted down inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, Peyton Deans, that was designed to go up the middle, as Galindo was a lead blocker on that for him, and there was nothing there, and he bounced outside nicely and showed some speed that he has before Torres made the tackle for the Warriors.
So it'll be first and 10 at the 14-yard line of the Santa T Desert Warriors. 5:29 and counting here in the first half. 37-0 Bulldogs as they're knocking on the door once again. Galindo to the right of Deans in the shotgun. A formation look. They're in that man-free look. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to his right. He's going to throw it a timing route. Oh, good breakup over there by Santa Teresa.
That was a great job by number 8, Diego Arellano. And just a good job over there as he waited. He broke right in front with his right hand and knocked the pass away.
So it'll be second and 10. He did that old, it's a cradle and squat. Is that what they call it, you DBs, where you pee at his hand like this? And they can't see me, but you know what I'm saying.
Had a left hand around the back. Yeah. Right hand came in front.
Yeah. Nice play by Ariano. All right, so it'll be second down and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, A formation. Galindo to the right. Going to bring a man in motion. Number 81 going to hand it off, and we're going to have a penalty flag. Well, there's 4 of them. 4 penalty flags. False start on the Bulldogs.
It looked like Peyton wanted that snap as he threw his hands down, and the center was a little delayed in snapping it, and everybody else went. Except for the center.
Well, he's the guy that has to go.
Penalty every time.
Yeah, if he doesn't go and everybody else does, we've got a problem. All right, so second down and 15 at the 19-yard line for the Bulldogs. That was going to be the old pop play as the Bulldog slot had come into motion, was going to get the handoff. A formation look again. He's coming in motion again. Going to hand it off to him again. Looking behind his blockers. Turns up inside of him to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Still on his feet inside the 5-yard line. Great run and great blocking.
But I really thought he was going to score. We showed the pop play and then had the penalty, and then they went ahead and did it anyway as Ethan Kahn got that handoff and went around that right side. Showed some good speed before number 54, DeTavis, made the tackle right. Touchdown saving tackle.
Well, actually, I guess we're a little bit short of the first down. I thought it got it, but it's third and inches for the Bulldogs at the 4-yard line. Try to draw him offside. Nope, he's just going to stop him. He's going to try to throw a little screen, which he does. That's going to be an easy touchdown for Artesia.
Yeah, they brought a blitz up the middle, which helped a lot. Aguilano threw a block out here on the left side, and number 35 for the Bulldogs caught that screen pass. Solman. Yep. And went in for the touchdown.
All right, so it is now 43-0 Bulldogs, and now we're getting close to that 50-point run rule. Swinging gate is on the field. Sice goes in motion. Now swing it over. And they'll line up for the PAT. Again, we'll see if there's any sneakery or trickery or some kind of read, or just the normal PAT. Snap is down. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it is good. So with 4:13 to go in the first half, 43-0 Bulldogs. And we're going to keep it right here, Robbie. The Artesia Bulldogs, that was a lot of backup players on the field that time for the Bulldogs. And still made a good drive, and you've got that drive in hand.
That drive took 8 plays, covered 62 yards, capped off by a 4-yard touchdown pass from Peyton Deans to Solman. Kick is good by Greathouse. Bulldogs lead 44-0. I was going to say Peyton Deans did a great job of letting that line come all the way into him and then just throwing it right over the top of them for that pass and that screen pass. So great patience shown by Peyton Deans that time.
All right, so Jake Parrish will line it up on the 40. He'll be kicking it with just a hint of a breeze. When we started the game, there was a little bit of breeze blowing out of the south, but it really has died down here at Bulldog Bowl. So the officials coming back, and I said that? Well, you can say that.
Obviously, you can't.
Well, who said that?
My daughter.
We're talking about which one?
The oldest
Hannah?
one.
Oh, the oldest
No,
one.
Haley.
Oh, Haley. Haley. Baloo.
No.
No, I know. I was going to say her last name, and you said no before I could.
Sorry. Sorry.
That's okay. We're getting a little giddy. All right, here's the kick. Nice, strong kick by Parrish. She's going to back him all the way up to the 4-yard line as he comes out of there with it. And the Bulldogs did a pretty good job breaking down. There was a good hit down there by the Artesia Bulldogs.
That's number 12 for the Warriors. Bringing that back is Ratliff. And I tell you what, LaRock finished him off, but Duran was the one that got down there first and got a hold of both legs, and then LaRock came up high and just buried him.
Yeah, we talked about that, Josh and I did last week, and you and I the week before, or maybe 2 weeks before. We just said if you wrap them up like that low with their legs, they can't go anywhere.
No, they can't. Absolutely. And you know what I love? It's our wide receivers, our running backs, and mainly linebackers on that kickoff team. And it's got great speed, and they will put a lick on you.
No doubt. All right, so we're going to have the Desert Warriors at their own 21-yard line. 4:05 to go in the first half. Hand it off to Hernandez. He'll go on the right side. And, again, we've got a lot of backup players in there for the Bulldogs, but they don't give up much.
That's Jarrett, Wesson, and Molina. No, it's Ramirez in there on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Well, not as many as I thought then, backups. Let's see here. So a pickup of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9 at the 17-yard line for Santee as they got the ball near the midfield. Is it still Navarrete in there at quarterback?
7.
No, number 7 is in there. He's going to throw it. He's got a man. It's going to be – I thought it was going to be picked off, and we've got a defensive penalty, I'm thinking. Flag comes in late.
Adrian Flores is back there deep at safety, and they're going to call a little interference there. Let me pick out who that was over there. That's number 42 for the Bulldogs playing corner. And that's Robert Rodriguez that they're calling it on. But Flores, boy, he had a shot at that interception. It wouldn't have counted because it's a penalty, but he had a good shot at it.
I think they're going to call holding, and they do. It's holding on the Bulldogs, so it'll be 10 yards from that where they threw the penalty. I thought. I guess not a spot foul. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line, holding on the Bulldogs. The reason I thought it was a holding instead of – it could have been either one. But before he threw it, I saw a jersey being pulled by our DB.
Yeah, number 12's quarterback now, which is Ratliff.
Oh, so they've changed again. All right, so number 12. Snap is back, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Oh, my goodness, he was hit and mauled.
Well, I just laugh because that's Grant Johnson, the sophomore. We've talked about all year long. He just came flying in there and just caught him deep, and he was not getting away from him.
No, he basically just mauled him. I mean, mauled is a good word to use. Hit him hard and took him straight to the ground.
When you got bear balls, they use that term.
I'm telling you. All right, so that was a loss of about 7. It'll be – oh, yeah, that was 1st down on the penalty. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, I guess a loss of 5. I'm confusing myself. Loss of 5. 2nd down and 15. Snap is back, and he's going to look to throw it. He swings it over across the middle and incomplete right between two Bulldogs. They had him kind of sandwiched.
Yeah, trying to throw it to Luis Garcia there, but good job by first of all, the rush of the Bulldogs. He didn't have time to let that really develop, and then the two Bulldogs were there both in front and behind him.
I don't know why they're stopping the clock. He did. The white hat looked up here and was waving his hands like this, and I thought it was running clock.
I guess 44 isn't. 35 is, but 44 isn't.
I don't know. 3rd down and 15. And who we got in there at quarterback?
Number 7, Torres.
Number 7, Torres. He's going to run, sprint out to the left side. Bulldogs going to try not to let him to the corner. He does get there and pick up a couple. We have a penalty flag where it would normally be a holding. We'll see. The white hat throws it. Holding on Santa Teresa. We can decline that. It'll be 4th down.
Dylan Fisher came from his tackle position right up the middle, but Torres just sprinted to that left side, and Fisher couldn't catch up with him. But Ethan Ramirez able to run him out of bounds for the Bulldogs.
Are we backing them up? All right, so we are. So we did accept it. I just didn't think we'd accept the penalty. Oh no, we're declining it. So it is declined. Yeah, they were backing it up without asking us, I think. I was like, wait, they're backing it. Why would we take that?
All right, Greg Brown just handed me some more scores. Mayfield 14, Deming 12, second quarter. Las Cruces 21, Hobbs 14, second quarter. Roswell 20, Piedra Vista 0. Alamogordo 23, Carlsbad 20, second quarter.
And Goddard Belen blank. We don't know yet.
Don't know.
All right, here is going to be the punt effort. It's 4th and 15, and now a timeout taken by Santee with 2:17 to go. And we're going to keep it right here. I don't know. Maybe we can. I was going to say, you want to look?
No, we looked at Goddard. There's nobody's posting any scores.
Yeah, but we should have it on KSVP.
Huh? PV just scored, so 20-6.
I'm thinking that we have. Here it is. It is 22-7 Goddard over Belen.
Okay.
And they are in the second quarter with. I don't see the time left, but I do see second quarter.
Well, after tonight, the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors will begin their district play as they'll go to Deming. And then the week after that, they'll play Gadsden. And then they'll play Chaparral before the playoffs hit. So hitting their district, everybody's hitting their district play if they're not already in it after tonight.
So Goddard and Belen at Belen. Again, the score 22-7 Goddard in the second quarter. All right. Here is the punt effort. They got the wide stance again. Bulldogs are going to come after it. They're going to get it away. They kick it away from Sanchez, but he's been catching them, which he did. He caught it on the roll. Boy, he's got some room, but there is a penalty flag down. There's another one. 2 on the Bulldogs, I believe. He's down the sideline. He's got one man to beat, and he gets right by him because of the block. So he goes in for the touchdown, but I have a feeling it's coming back.
Well, yeah, and what is that, the second or third punt return for touchdown Nick's had called back this year?
I think the third.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, it's a good job by Nick. He stopped twice on that play. He caught the ball on the bounce, started up the field, kind of went left and stopped, and then he took off again, which freezes everybody. And then he came up again and stopped again on the sideline and took off. So, boy, that's just he's fun to watch.
Well, he's a point guard on the basketball team. Maybe, arguably, I would argue the best point guard in the state of New Mexico, regardless of class. That's how good he is. And he's got those stops and goes like crazy.
Yeah, he's got that. Yeah, because that's all basketball is, right?
He can do it. There's no doubt. It looks a little funny. It kind of, he obviously is not Barry Sanders, but it's kind of Barry Sanderish.
Yeah.
You remember him? He would stop on a dime and cut and go, and so penalties on the Bulldogs.
So the holding penalty. Well, that's actually a looked like a blindside block.
Blindside block,
which it's declined.
But then the hold, which was further back here, and that's why they take that one. Puts the Bulldogs 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. And I know our sophomore quarterback was injured last week or the week before. He broke his collarbone in the game. And generally speaking, we have a sophomore, a junior, and a senior as quarterbacks. Peyton Dean is the senior quarterback, and he is back on the field. Of course, he's our starting linebacker, but he's the second-string quarterback. It's funny that we seem like we always have linebackers and quarterbacks that run or those positions. Man in motion is number 83. Going to turn and hand it off to him. He goes around the right side with great blocking. Did you see that lead block?
Yes.
Wow. And then number 32 comes up. I think it was 32.
It was number 33 that came up and made the tackle. And that was handed off to Lopez. Number 83 trying to get around that right side. And then doing a good job over there is Gutierrez for the Warriors, as he did not let him get around that corner.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8 after the pickup of 2. 1:31 and counting to go here in the first half. 44-0 Bulldogs. A formation look. Snap is back. Deans fakes the handoff, rolls out to the left. He'll have to square his hips up here if he's going to throw it. He does. Throws a nice throw as right as he's hit. Takes the hit and then gets right up, and that's caught down there for the first down.
That's Juan Diego Duran, number 84 for the Bulldogs, that did a good route, ran a great route, and came back to get that ball, caught it at its highest point. Good throw by Deans, again, going to his left and getting everything squared around, letting it go, and as you mentioned, taking a hit.
Yeah, right as he let that go, and he threw a strike. He threw it right to him. difficult throw for a quarterback,
Yes.
running against his throwing arm, but a great throw there by Peyton. All right, A formation look, 1st and 10, 41-yard line. Fakes the handoff, going to throw a little bubble over. It's knocked down by the defensive end. Or is he playing linebacker, number 1, Angel Hernandez.
Yeah, that's Hernandez again, coming from middle linebacker position, shot that gap, and got his hands up and knocked that ball down.
So the discussion at halftime will be, why was the clock keep stopping? And I know why our timekeeper's doing it, because he's being told to by the official on the field.
Right.
But normally you're running a clock here, even in an incompletion. All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 41-yard line of Santa Teresa, as Peyton Deans with Galindo to his left in the shotgun. Bulldogs come set in the A formation. Snap is back. Looking to throw. He's going to throw that little screen. He gets it to him. Bulldogs have a mountain of men out in front of him as he's going to run right behind him, now down the sideline to the 20, cuts inside. He's to the 15. Then he gets hit, and he will go down about the 14-yard line.
That's Kahn catching that, number 81 for the Bulldogs. Again, Dean's doing a good job of backing up, being patient, let the defensive line come. Just lofting it over to his right, and then Kahn taking off with his speed. He scared me the way he's carrying the ball, though. He had it out there what we call like a loaf of bread, but was able to hold on to it when he got hit. We do have an update on the score. Mayfield 14, Deming 12.
It's a little tight one.
Is that it? Is that? And then Roswell is 20-7. Roswell over PV right now.
And 22-7, Goddard over Belen in second quarter. 1st down, man comes in motion. Is the wideout going to hand it to him around the left side? Is that Sice?
Yes.
This is going to end the ball game. No, it is not. We got a penalty. All right, 24 seconds to go, and there is a penalty flag down as Sice goes in to the end zone, holding against the Bulldogs. That'll back us up 10. Well, let's see where it's close to the line of scrimmage is where the flag is laying at the 15.
Yeah, Matthew Sice lined up in his wide receiver position on the far right side, came in motion. They invert that, right? Slot goes on the line, and wide receiver steps back off the line so he can go in motion. And he comes and just hand it to him, and he's speed. Sice's speed got around that left side with some great blocking out in front of him.
All you old former Bulldogs, text us in. I think that's the Z pop. I think coming from that wide out. I think it's a Z. I can't remember for sure.
Maupin bringing that back.
Well, there it was. Wide receiver pop, and I think that position is Z. All right, 1st down and a long ways to go. He'll hand it off, and kind of breaking through is Galindo. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Touchdown, Artesia. No penalty flags down.
That's just a run and play right up the middle, and great blocking by the line. Galindo made some moves in there, made some Warriors miss him, and then he saw an opening on the left, and his speed took him all the way to the left corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
So they'll line up with 15 seconds to go, but it's all over but the crying. 50-0 is where our score is, and that is the ball game ending points there, because once the half is over and they don't score, then we'll win the ball game. All right, so come out of the PAT, swinging gate. Great House ready to go. Estrada doing the holding. Snap is back, holds us down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 51-0, so with 15 seconds to go, the band will do their stuff. It is senior night for the band, so they'll be introduced. The band will play their halftime show. But that's going to be all the football we're going to have tonight. Go ahead with that, yeah.
That scoring drive by the Bulldogs. 6 plays, covered 59 yards. Capped off by a 24-yard touchdown run by Galindo. Kick was good by Greathouse. Bulldogs 51, Warriors 0. And all of these stats brought to you courtesy of Josh Howard.
Josh the Man Howard. 22-7 Goddard over Belen at the half. That's one of our teams in our district. Of course, Mayfield just by 2 over Deming.
Mm-hmm.
And then Roswell up 20-6 now, or 20-7. I know that you said they scored, Josh, 20-7 at the Wool Bowl. Goddard, of course, up in at Belen, and I don't know. I didn't catch where's Mayfield. Are they in Deming, or is it at Mayfield, Field of Dreams? Or do we know?
I don't know.
Don't know either.
Well, no, I don't know. If they were to run this back,
that would
we'd have a third quarter.
We would have a third quarter. That's true. Or score in any time. It's a nice deep kick. It's going to be fielded back. It goes through his hands. He's going to have to pick it up in a hurry. It's still on the ground. Bulldogs got it. No, it's still on the ground. Did they get it back? We do have a penalty. Bulldogs got it with 9 seconds, but there is a flag down. And I'm hearing guys around me saying what I believe they're right, what the penalty is. We'll see.
Watkins was the one that finally was able to fall on that ball and cover it for the Bulldogs. LaRock was the first one down there, and he tried to get it, and he couldn't. And then Watkins was able to.
All right, so there was a penalty. Have they told us what it was yet? I thought there was a flag. Did I miss? It was a beanbag.
Oh, for the fumble.
Okay, for the fumble.
You thought that was a flag?
I thought it was a flag. We're in the victory formation. I think he threw his flag on accident. It was meant to be a beanbag.
Marking it?
It looked like a flag.
Yeah, because they'll mark where the fumble happens. That's
right.
Why they throw that beanbag
right,
out there.
Exactly. All right, we're in the victory formation. Snap. That will end the ball game. The Artesia Bulldogs improve on the season with another win, 51-0 over the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors. They'll line up and shake hands. We're going to go ahead and start what normally would be our half show. We'll get that going, and but stay tuned. We're going to have some band. We're going to have some stuff going on here at half, right here on KSVP Radio AM 990 FM 93.7 and KSVPTV.com. We'll be back.
Don't miss the fall sales event. 9 days only at Tape Branch of Artesia. September 22nd through October 1st. Hundreds of vehicles to choose from. Shop a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. Credit issues? We can help. Credit approval is our goal. Find zero down and drive it home today with no payments for 90 days. Watch your mailer and bring it in for more chances to win. Top dollar for your trade. So come and take advantage of this huge fall sales event happening now at Tape Branch of Artesia, 919 1st Street.
Hey Bulldog Nation, Sean Smalls here for Rebel Daughters Barbecue. So why are Fridays so special around here? Well, I mean, it's Friday of course, but it's also the day that Rebel Daughters Barbecue is open in Artesia. And trust me when I say it's worth the wait. We're talking about the best brisket, pulled pork, and ribs around with lots of sides to choose from, including Rebel Daughters signature burnt-in beans. Order by the plate, the sandwich, or half pound. Open every Friday 11 a.m. till it's gone at 1410 South 1st in the old Weiler Welding Shop. Make Friday more special with Rebel Daughters Barbecue, and go Bulldogs.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
Welcome back to halftime, the Tate Branch. Welcome back to halftime, the Tate Branch halftime show, and our game between Artesia and Santa Teresa. Time to meet our fan of the week this week, and we have John Anguiano, who has also brought his crew from the city of Artesia. So if you hear some noise in the background, that's one of John's crews. John, thanks for doing this.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Well, let's find out a little bit about yourself. Are you from Artesia originally, or are you a transplant?
I'm a transplant. We moved here in 2009, my wife and my 3 kids. I'm originally from Texas, San Antonio. I grew up and played football out there, did all the good stuff. Am I supposed to look at the camera too? Or yeah, I wasn't sure. What made me come out here to New Mexico was I ended up getting 2 offers for football scholarships. One of them was UNM, and the other one was Saul Ross. I decided I didn't want to stay too close to home, but I wanted to get away. So I decided to come out here. Came to UNM. Thought I was going to do pretty well there, but then my daughter was coming aboard. So life changed. So we kind of rerouted. My girlfriend at the time, so we decided that I needed to start working more. So I started working more. I started in the Albertsons, the grocery business, and then I worked my way up in there. And now the Lord has blessed us. He actually transferred me out here to Carlsbad, and I was a store director out there. And then it was time for me to stop working there because I felt I was working too much and my kids were growing up without me. So I came to the city. I worked here. I'm going 11 years here with the city. So my kids pretty much, both daughters graduated here. One lives in Roswell. She's still studying at ENMU out there to be a teacher. My other one other daughter lives in Lubbock, and she's a surgical technician at the Covenant Hospital out there. And our baby boy, Andrew, which he's the left tackle for the Bulldogs, he's our senior. Can't believe it. We're almost empty nesters. It's crazy, but I can't believe it. So.
Wow. So you actually went to Albuquerque. Did you actually go to UNM or get to play? Who was your coach at the time?
It was Rocky Long, but what occurred was I got walked on. I came on. I got my registration. I got everything going, and then my daughter was already. We had just found out, so I didn't get to go. I went to CNM. CNM, and then I went to UNM. I did about a year there, but I didn't play football. It was just the time schedule was just way too much. So I decided I had to pull back a little bit. So I was able to. The Lord blessed me down the road that I did play for the New Mexico Titans, the semi-pro league in Albuquerque. I played 2 years with them, and then also got to give my wisdom to my son and my girls. So especially my boy. I mean, my girls they did great too, but my son is way more advanced than I was at that age. He's just a strong little guy, and he's smart. He gets it from his mama, which my wife, which I love dearly, Aaliyah. She stays home. She watches a couple of coaches' kids, and Coach Bickle, and she keeps the house in order. So I can, because I'm getting called out from the city and all times and everything too. So she keeps everything in order. So
I'm trying to pick what you may have walked on or recruited for. I'm thinking quarterback, wide receiver, kicker.
I was the first official offer for Waterboy, I gotta say. No, it was a defensive end. It was funny because all through high school I played defensive end. My senior year I went over to left tackle, and I did that my last year. I was okay. I wasn't as good as my son is, but I wish I would have done so. When they saw my film, it's kind of cool because the coaches were able to do the VHS back in the days where they clip and come out and everything. My coaches were able to do that. Coach Gill was that guy. He's one of a guy that deeply respect him a lot because he was able to help me along that process and kind of get all that, showing what needs to be done, and it was just great. It was just out of the blue. He reached out to these different schools out here, and they gave me a call, and they had me come down and visit. And so it wasn't like I was hoping I could have done more, but I never even made it to the field, never even made it to practice, nothing like that. It was just family came first.
Absolutely, and that's a big important thing. So when you're in Carlsbad working at Albertsons, did you hear about the Artesia Bulldogs? What did they say about the Artesia Bulldogs down there in what was that, caveman country down there?
Well, the thing is, my wife's from here. She was born here, and she did not want to live in Carlsbad, so we lived here. So I would commute every day. Yes, there was a big rival. On Fridays, you would have to. They made sure you couldn't wear orange out there because Fridays was the lax day. You could wear, I would have to wear a blue shirt. I mean, it just
and it itched and everything.
It itched, but as soon as you crossed the Artesia line, it kind of just fell off by itself. But yeah, and it was great. It was good. The people were nice. They knew that I lived out here and everything too. It was a great committee. It was when it was the original, the older store before it became the newer one too. And I think it was 4 different CEOs now. It's changed so much now. I don't even know I heard it's doing really well out there. Doing really well.
So the Artesia, you're living here and you've got kids that are going through the system. How was the fan support, just community support compared to where you grew up in San Antonio? That's such a big city. There's probably not a whole lot of attention paid to some of the high school football teams.
No, I got to say it's truly blessed, from the quarterback club to the booster moms to just the administration to even our council and the mayor. I mean, they really do take care of these boys. I mean, not just the boys, from all sports athletics. I mean, growing up in Texas, you were lucky to get a snack bag at the end of a game, or they fed you, of course, and everything, but it was always from the cafeteria. Here, I mean, these boys are truly blessed that they feed them before or after. I mean, it really is, especially to me being involved with the quarterback club, they really do take care of whatever they need. And they hear somebody's in need or something, the community will stop to come and help. So we're so blessed that my girls were able to come through the system, and then my son was able to come through it too. And I mean, they really do take care of. I mean, there's times my son's come home with 3 or 4 snack bags a week, from his Paul Pryler to his QB dad to the booster mom. I mean, it really is. But and then they leave snacks him at home too on his truck. It really is just a great community that we have something like this. And I just wish our teachers don't. I mean, the players don't take it for granted. That's all I hope for, because they do kind of sometimes get steadfast. Like, I got another snack bag, and I've talked to my son about that too. That, I mean, just be grateful for everything you get. I mean, because of course I'm his biggest cheerleader, or my wife and I. But I know he beats himself up on some of that. But it really is blessed. It is a great community to have.
So he's going to graduate this year. All your kids will be gone, as you said earlier. Do you intend to still be a Bulldog fan and go to games and hang out with the team?
I do. My wife too. I mean, my son, he's looking at Wayland. He wants to go out there, and he's hoping to play at the next level. I hope so. We're praying about it, but my wife's ready to go wherever he goes. But I told her I don't want to start over. I don't want to work my way back up again or anything like that. I'm blessed to be here in the city, and it's a great job. I mean, days are fulfilling, as we can tell out here. But yes, I plan to still be part of the QB club. I got a sophomore that's right now. That's one of my QB boys that I got to make sure he graduates, and then kind of see if. And then my other 3 boys that I've had the last 3 years, I still communicate with them being in college and stuff. So yes, we plan to be here, and we got reserve tickets. I heard you don't get rid of those reserve tickets, because once you do, they're gone. I got Perry right there, and he's been sitting in front of for the last 6-7 years. He's been right there with us. So
you're the one he was talking about.
That's what it was. He always kicks us when he comes down.
It was all good. It was all good.
Yeah, no, but we really are. I mean, this is a great community, and we will support the Bulldogs and kind of make sure we stay with.
Well, we've got a couple gifts for you for being our fan of the week this week, courtesy of Perry and the folks here at Tate Branch. And let's see. Still in the box here. So we have a $50 gift card from the Adobe Rose. Oh, wow. So this is for you guys to enjoy.
Thank you.
And then, look, it says orange on the box. So we know this is the right color. And you can proudly wear this when you go down and visit your friends in Carlsbad, or use this down in Carlsbad. And it's a Tate Branch Fan of the Week, #1 Bulldog fan. So that's for you to enjoy and use as well.
I appreciate it. And I do. I don't know. I was talking to Jeff. I don't know how I got nominated, but I'm grateful that I am, and I do appreciate everything. But really, if you can thank one of my guys, especially in the city employees, they do need that encouragement every once in a while. So I do thank all my city guys. So.
Oh, yeah. We want to have water, and we want to flush, so and we want to have nice roads to drive on and all the other good things that are with that. John Anguiano is our Fan of the Week this week. If there's someone you'd like to nominate, we've got we got a few more regular season games, and I know we're going to have some playoff games this year. So get a hold of Perry at Tate Branch, and who knows, they may be next week's Fan of the Week. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll get you back to the second half in just a moment.
Go Bulldogs.
Clarinet has been a member for 7 years. She's received all first divisions on her solos and marched down Main Street, downtown Disneyland. She's a member of the National Honor Society, plays softball, and is a member of the Junior Lions Club. Aubrey plans on going to Southeast New Mexico College for nursing, being a traveling nurse for 5 years, and then focus on pediatrics. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Aubrey Hernandez. Mr. Ian Howry, son of Eric and Twyla Howry. He is represented by his aunt and uncle Joanna and Jeremy Hall. He has been a member of our band for 7 years and plays trumpet, cornet, and flugelhorn. He has made district honor band, all-state honor band, received first divisions on all his solos, marched down Main Street Disney, is a brass lieutenant, outstanding marcher, and outstanding soloist in 2015. Ian plans to work and learn his family's business, H&H Rentals. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ian Howry. Miss Reagan Jefferson, daughter of Ms. Raquel and Jacob Wajardo. She has played trombone in our band for 7 years. She has made first divisions on all her Artesia and district solos. Reagan plans to attend New Mexico State University and major in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Reagan Jefferson. Mr. Andy Lopez, son of Ms. Gloria Lopez. Andy plays trombone in our band and has been a member for 7 years. He's a member of our jazz band. Andy plans to work and save money to attend trade school. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Andy Lopez. Miss Brooklyn Northrop, daughter of Jessica Northrop and Joshua Salmon. Brooklyn has played flute in our band for 7 years. She is our woodwind lieutenant, has marched on Main Street Disneyland, and received first division on all her solos. She is in National Honor Society, AHS Cheer, Skills USA Treasurer her junior year, and President her senior year. Brooklyn will be attending Colorado State University and study animal science with a concentration in pre-vet medicine. She wants to graduate with a degree in veterinary medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brooklyn Northrop. Mr. Bailey Rutherford, son of Amber Rutherford and J.J. Stoneman, with brother Connor. Bailey was our drum major in 2021 and 2022, plays E-flat, B-flat, bass, and contrabass clarinets, and bari sax in jazz band. He has been in our program 7 years. He's made first divisions on all his Artesia and district solos, made all-state band, all-state honor band, and district band. Made first chair in honor ensembles and was the principal clarinet player in the Southwest Honor Wind Symphony. He's the Student Council's student body and state president, 3-time National BPA finalist, selected to sing tenor 1 in the All-State Mixed Choir in 2021 and 2022, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Bailey plans to receive a bachelor's in music education, a master's in conducting, and continue inspiring the next generation of musicians. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bailey Rutherford. Miss Vivian Vasquez, daughter of Arturo and Annette Vasquez. Vivian is a 7-year percussionist in our band and plays the snare drum. She has received first divisions on all Artesia and district solos, marched down Main Street at Disneyland, was an outstanding marcher in 2021 and 22, and is our percussion lieutenant for 2022. Vivian is the captain of the soccer team, runs varsity for cross country and track, is on the executive board for Student Council, a member of National Honor Society and Rotary Club, and plays drum set for Our Lady of Grace Church Choir. She plans to attend college and study to become an orthodontist. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Vivian Vasquez. Miss Audrey Vello, daughter of Iris and Adam Vello, joined by her sister Alexis Vello. Audrey plays trumpet, cornet, and is co-drum major this year. She has received first divisions on all her Artesia and district solos, Outstanding Soloist in 2020, first chair at District Honor Band in 2019 and 2020. She's been a member of our band for 7 years. Marched down Main Street, Disneyland, was Outstanding Marcher 2019, 2021, and 2022. Brass Lieutenant in 2021, Drum Major and Band Captain 22-23, and Sweetheart Princess 2022. Audrey is a member of the National Honor Society, Rotary Club, point guard number 11 of the Lady Bulldog basketball team, and member of the track and field team. She plans to attend New Mexico State University, Las Cruces, and study computer science, programming, and software development. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Audrey Vello. Miss Angie Villarreal, daughter of Francisca and Gerardo Villarreal. Angie has played clarinet and cymbals in our band for 7 years. She's received first division on all her Artesia and district solos, was an outstanding marcher in 2022, marched downtown Main Street in Disneyland 2022, and band Sweetheart Maid of Honor 2022. She participated in varsity cheer, National Honor Society secretary, student council member, Lions Club member, Our Lady of Grace Church member, and volunteers at Evolve Dance Studio. Angie plans to attend Eastern New Mexico University Portales and study criminal justice, become a youth correctional counselor, and work with law enforcement. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Angie Villarreal. Miss Carly Welch, daughter of Silbert Welch and Melissa Ramsey. Carly plays flute, bass drum, and saxophone in jazz band. She's been in our band for 7 years. She received all first division ratings on Artesia and district solos, marched on Main Street at Disneyland, played in the 2020 All-State Honor Band, and played marching bass drum for 4 years in high school band. Carly is the 2022-23 Student Body Secretary, a member of the National Honor Society, Junior Lions Club, and is in Business Professionals of America. She plans to attend Texas Tech for pre-medicine and become a pediatric cardiologist. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carly Welch. Miss Mia Woods, daughter of Melissa and Daryl Ramsey. Mia has played flute for 7 years in our band. She has received first divisions on all Artesia and district solos and been an outstanding marcher. Mia is in student council and been in honors throughout high school. She plans to attend Eastern New Mexico University, study law, and continue to law school. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mia Woods. Ladies and gentlemen, your Artesia High School Bulldog Band seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, your Artesia High School Bulldog Marching Band, the pride of the Pecos Valley.
All right, folks, congratulations to the seniors of our band. Good job to Mr. Danny Parker as he announced all of that. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back with more right after this.
Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing here, and I can tell you it's not always easy being a female in a male-dominated business like roofing. I remember one time I was at a meeting to bid on the roof for a local college, and it was me and 13 men. Well, I won that bid, and I'd like to win your business too. My dad was a contractor, and I've been around building and roofing my whole life. I'm licensed and bonded, and I've forgotten more about roofing than most roofers ever knew in the first place. But what really sets Trustmark apart is an obsessive attention to detail that ensures that everything goes smoothly the first time. I promise we will treat you right with respect, and we will make you happy. So yeah, it might be a bit odd for a woman to own a roofing company, but give us a try. Let us give you an estimate for your roof. I think you'll be glad you called. For all your roofing needs, call us at 575-755-ROOF or find us online at TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Hello, folks. Martin here from Frost Mortgage in Artesia. The long-awaited summer has arrived, and with that comes new beginnings. So let's get them started. Have you been putting off buying a home, waiting for the right time? Do you feel the right time has come and gone? Don't worry about what you can't control. Call Martin, the mortgage man, at 575-749-6278, and let's get things started. If it's not now, let's figure out when. It's better to be ready when that perfect home comes available. So call Martin at 575-749-6278 or text APPLY NOW to 797979.
Frost Mortgage Lending Group is a division of Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated. PRMI NMLS 3094. PRMI is an equal housing lender.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor. John runs with us. Nothing runs like a deer. Get a 3 Series tractor with 0% APR for 72 months at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2316.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Welcome back to KSVPTV.com, 990 AM, 93.7 FM. Artesia Bulldogs win tonight 51-0 over the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors, and I'm joined now by Josh Howard. We got some updated scores for you. Goddard is leading Belen right now in the third period, 22-7. Belen had it on the 1 yard line, had 3 opportunities, and Goddard held them. So very close game against Goddard and Belen tonight.
And then we have Roswell and Piedra Vista, again, the #1 and #2 teams in the state in 5A, according to Max Preps. And it's 20-7 in the third quarter, and they both have punted in that quarter. And then we have Mayfield.
And Roswell's leading?
Roswell is up 20-7. Then we have Mayfield and Deming. Deming just took the lead 20-14 over Mayfield in the third quarter.
All right, there's some district updates for you. If you'll stay tuned with us, Josh will be back after this break with the stats for tonight's Bulldog game. We'll be back after these messages.
There are many powerful tools that we use in the world, but probably one of the most powerful tools is our ability to communicate. James tells us in James chapter 3 and verse 5, "In the same way, the tongue is a small thing that makes grand speeches, but a tiny spark can set a great forest on fire." See, depending on its delivery and timing, something as simple as a laugh has the power to make a jovial comedian radiate or cut a person to the core. So you look at your tongue. Are you using your tongue, your speech, your communication for God's purposes? By building up loved ones, by teaching others about Jesus' love, or praying in difficult situations? What's the use of your tongue? Is it used to build people up, or is it used to cut people down? If we're struggling with our communication, if we're struggling with our tongue, come see us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Walmart on 26th Street. Bible class starts at 9 a.m. on Sundays, and our worship starts at 10:10.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
In volatile times, it's natural to worry about your retirement.
Hon, I'm worried about our retirement account.
With today's economy, it just makes sense to keep your retirement money close to home with people you know. We have several guaranteed safe options. Peace of mind with retirement savings. It just makes sense. Western Bank of Artesia. Member FDIC. It just makes sense.
Plumbing, air conditioning, heating, gas lines, sewer jetting, refrigeration systems, water softening, sheet metal fabrication, duct cleaning, residential and commercial. Crouch does it all. When you find yourself in need of assistance, give the experts at Crouch Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning a call. The Crouches know quality matters, and they'll find the best solutions for your situation. That's 575-746-3782 for Crouch Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, serving all of Eddy County since 1967.
Hi Artesia, it's Cambria from your local KFC and Taco Bell. I have something special for all you Bulldog fans out there. Come by and try our new Bulldog Bucket. It's an 8-piece leg and thigh meal with a large mashed potato gravy and coleslaw with 4 buttermilk biscuits for only $21.99. On Tuesdays, we also have our chicken fried steak special for just $4.99. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog. We hope to see you soon at your local Artesia, KFC, and Taco Bell.
Welcome back to the World Famous Bulldog Bowl. Robbie Ballou here with Josh Howard. Josh, as always, keeps the stats for us in the Bulldog games, and he's going to run through those stats now.
Total offense tonight for Santa Teresa was 12 yards on 19 plays. Artesia had 335 yards on 31 plays, averaging 10.8 yards per play. Passing for Santa Teresa, 0 yards, and they were 0 for 2 attempts tonight. Artesia had 250 yards passing. They were 12 of 18, 20.8 yards per pass, 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. Artesia had 85 rushing yards tonight, and Santa Teresa had 12 rushing yards on 17 attempts. Receiving for the Bulldogs, we had 250 yards receiving on 12 completions. Penalties for Santa Teresa tonight, 4 for 20, and Artesia had 7 for 60 yards. And then some individual stats tonight. Number 39, Nia Estrada for the Bulldogs was 8 for 11 for 183 yards, 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. And then Peyton Deans was 4 for 7 for 67 yards and a touchdown. Again, no passing yards for Santa Teresa. Their quarterback, 32, Leonardo Navarrete, was 0 for 1. And Christian Torres, number 7, was 0 for 1. Rushing for Santa Teresa tonight, number 1, Angel Hernandez, 6 attempts for 8 yards. And number 32, Leonardo Navarrete, 9 attempts for 7 yards. And then Christian Torres, number 7, 1 attempt for 1 yard rushing. Rushing for the Bulldogs, leading the way was number 12, Peyton Deans, 3 attempts for 29 yards. And number 26, Frankie Galindo, 3 attempts for 27 yards and a touchdown. Receiving for the Bulldogs, leading the way for them tonight, Peyton Greathouse, 2 receptions for 91 yards. 45.5 yard average and 1 touchdown. Jason Duran had 1 reception for 22 yards and a touchdown. Caden Joy, 1 reception, 17 yards and a touchdown. Jesse LaRock had a touchdown for the Bulldogs, 1 reception for 6 yards. And then Caden Solman, 1 reception for 4 yards and a touchdown for the Bulldogs tonight. On defense, Gage Donaghy had a great game. 3.5 tackles, 2 solo, 3 assists, 1 sack, and 2 tackles for loss. Ethan Ramirez, again, another great game tonight. 3.5 tackles, 3 solos, 1 assist, and a tackle for a loss. And then Riley Jarrett also had 2 solos, 2 assists, and a sack tonight for the Bulldogs.
Well, let's also throw in there 1 completion for Riley Jarrett.
Yeah.
And 1 catch for Donaghy for a touchdown.
No, it was Calderon.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was Calderon. Yeah. Boy, I love Coach Maupin. He likes to get those defensive guys involved, and that's a lot of fun for them when that happens.
Well, when you being a big guy myself and playing defensive line, when you get to go out for a pass, you better catch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Calderon did, and I'm sure they're talking about it right now in the locker room.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, especially watching the film tomorrow, too. All right, folks, we're going to take one more break. We'll be back with wrap-up right after these messages.
Exciting news from Richland Motors on West 2nd and Roswell. Here's Richland sales manager Freddie Sosa to tell you all about it.
Hey, Freddie Sosa here, and our lot is finally full. We have both new and used vehicles with a wide variety to choose from. Whether you want economical or top of the line, we have it. And something we haven't seen in nearly 2 years, a large selection of brand new trucks straight from the factory. And Richland Motors is one of the only dealerships with 0 markup on new trucks. So hurry in today to Richland, because we're not sure how long they'll last.
Make your way to Richland on West 2nd and Roswell for your next vehicle. Se habla español.
Have you noticed the days are getting shorter? This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but we're on the downhill side of the year, so every day is a couple of minutes shorter than the one before, even though your plants need plenty of food and water to keep them healthy. Like those globe willows that are turning yellow. A good dose of the right fertilizer will make them bright green again. No matter what the problems you're having, we probably have a cure at Roswell Seed Company. But come see us soon, because winter's coming, you know.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Get ready to get rowdy. The Eastern New Mexico State Fair and the Hondo Rodeo Company presents the Pecos Valley Stampede Ranch Rodeo. Friday and Saturday, October 7th and 8th, 6 p.m. at the Bob Crosby Arena. Featuring the best in stray gathering, wild cow milking, trailer loading, and muley roping. Best of all, the Pecos Valley Stampede Ranch Rodeo is free with paid admission to the fair. It all goes down October 7th and 8th during the Eastern New Mexico State Fair. Log on to enmsf.com to learn more. Ad paid for through the City of Roswell Lodgers Tax.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
Keeping up with traditions and keeping up with the new culinary trends, the Adobe Rose is known for using farm-fresh, seasonal local ingredients. Chef Chloe creates dishes that are sure to keep you excited to return. The Adobe Rose menu is ever-changing based on what is in season and fresh. No freezers or microwaves, keeping to our traditions, even the beer and wine list contain large selections from New Mexico. Come experience the atmosphere, fine food, and great service from Adobe Rose, located on North 13th Street, Artesia.
Welcome back to the Bulldog Bowl. The Bulldogs win 51-0 tonight over Santa Teresa. And what we have coming up, Josh, this week, our next broadcast here on KSVP will be Lady Bulldog Volleyball as they finally back home for 2 games this week, Tuesday night against Ruidoso, and then they'll also play Thursday night at home. We will be there for both of those to broadcast those.
Another way to support the Bulldogs is you can come out to J.C. Park tomorrow at 10 a.m. to support our cross-country team. Make sure you bring a lawn chair, some water, and definitely bring some bug spray.
I was thinking bring your running shoes and just run along and cheer them on.
Well, I'm not doing that, I can tell you that.
All right, folks, on behalf of our amazing crew here tonight, which is Bradley, Lapita, Jeffrey, Abriana, Josh, Joby Hodling, and our producer, Gene Dow. This is Robbie Ballou. Thanks again for tuning in tonight, watching and listening to KSVP TV, 990 AM and 93.7 FM. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog. Bulldogs win 51-0.
It's Chevy truck season at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. The Chevy Silverado is as durable as it is dependable with its proven power and capability along with advanced technology. And this month you can make it your own with a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase or lease a Silverado 1500 or HD. So come on in and see us today at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Making a great deal better every day.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
Hello, this is Andrew Davidson, Market President for First National Bank Artesia, inviting you to come and bank with us. We offer a full range of financial products that create possibilities in the lives we touch, and in this community we're proud to serve. Our friendly staff understands the importance of every financial transaction, whether you want to open a checking account or a personal loan, or finance your business or commercial property, or want to apply for a home loan. We're here to help. First National Bank Artesia. We're big enough to serve, small enough to care, and proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Call First National Bank in Artesia, 575-746-4794. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com. There are things you can do to improve the value of your current home if you plan to sell, and a few things you probably shouldn't do. The folks at Lois Oliver Real Estate are experts in real estate in Artesia and can help you with some great advice. If you want to talk to a local expert about buying or selling a home in Artesia, visit with any of the agents at Lois Oliver Real Estate. We know Artesia, and we're ready to help you buy or sell or find local experts who can answer your questions. Lois Oliver Real Estate. We love it here. Find us at 210 South Roselawn or online at loisoliverrealestate.com. Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs. As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
That concludes this broadcast of sports on KSVP AM and FM and KSVPTV.com. Sports on Pecos Valley Broadcasting are presented by PVT, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Artesia Animal Clinic, Central Valley Electric, Devon Energy, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Hermosa Church of Christ, J.S. Ward & Son, HF Sinclair, Smile Expressions, Forest Tire, Crouch Plumbing, Incredible Printing, Cisco Equipment, Bob Reed Pest Control, KFC of Artesia, Maze Lumber, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Big O Tires, Adobe Rose, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Cape Branch of Artesia, Rebel Daughters Barbecue, J&J Home Care, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Faith Baptist Church, Artesia Credit Union, Deans Incorporated, Frost Mortgage, H&R Block, Turpinning & Sons, Kane Electric Supply, Artesia Family Healthcare, Hawker & Sons, LaFonda Restaurant, Western Bank, Guy Chevy, Artesia Ford, Maupin & Brown, Artesia General Hospital, Business Notions, and First National Bank. Thanks for tuning into this special broadcast on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
2 500-year